Smash didn't make it copper colored because the gold and bronze and silver are kind of close. In this thing I posted.
Yeah. I do think that oxidized copper looks much better than naked copper.
You like it with air?
I do.
You aerate your copper like a weirdo?
It's such a pretty color.
It's teal, right?
It's kind of turquoisey.
Turquoisey? Turquoisey.
God, give me that patina.
Give me that patina.
Oh, fuck.
It's the playable goddess character in Smash.
No, close.
Almost.
I don't really play Smash. I played it twice.
It's Palutena.
Palutena.
Paul. Yeah.
The only counter to Robin.
I mean,
there's a couple, but
we've really got
like this.
We got to set some parameters for this discussion.
The best counter to Robin in 8-person Smash.
I was going to say, right, exactly. An 8-person Smash, nobody counters Robin. Or one person with a reflect counters Robin.
Right, Palutena.
Yeah, right.
Palutena, Fox, anybody who has like a ranged reflect.
Well, Palutena's range reflect is like huge.
It is pretty huge, but as a former Fox main, I could shut down a Robin. I could shut, like, you get where you need to be. It's so fast. It's instant.
Former Foxman.
Former Fox main.
I got better.
I did. No, I got worse. That's the problem.
With this.
True. Oh, Game & Watch is also fun for slurping it up, yeah. The problem with the slurper
for slurping it up?
Yeah, some characters can, like, slurp up a ranged attack and then save it or heal off of it or throw it back later.
Like Isabelle grabbing it and putting it in her pocket.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
The problem with those is those don't actually punish the Robin player immediately, whereas Fox and Palutena punish immediately.
Oh yeah, you instantly kill Robin.
Right.
But Robin instantly dies if you reflect it?
No, but if she gets that ability off, it's a kill move that does a lot of damage.
Right. The reason
chances are if you don't get Robin, you're going to get somebody else with it.
Right.
The reason Robin is a problem in 8-player Smash because she has this big charge beam that just like blows through the entire stage and kills like 5 people.
Oh.
And in a one-on-one match, it's not a big deal because it can be reflected.
Yeah,
crazy.
The big problem is that they decided to give Robin a full stage ranged beam attack, which admittedly she has to charge up.
But is that the final Smash?
No, it's not even her final Smash.
God.
It's just a thing that she can do whenever. It takes forever to charge.
Yeah.
But they were like, yeah, this is totally reasonable for Robin. And then they were like, Mega Man? He has the range of, 3 feet.
It's because Mega Man's a terrible character and shouldn't be in Smash.
Well, it's also because the game
Mega
is
Man
balanced
is wonderful.
for 1v1 and everything else is kind of a joke. And, like, Robin's big beam is not super great in 1v1. Like, it's fine, but it's not as broken as it is when you're just dicking around with 7 other people.
I mean, you say that, but, like, so many characters have, like, big range action. Like,
this conversation started because of the word patina.
Like, it doesn't make sense for Mega Man to have no range. Like, his whole thing is having a gun.
Yeah,
dude. They make your boy dirty.
It's like
dude's entire arm is a gun. Come on.
Surely they could have just balanced him having a decent range.
No.
I just think it was a really weird choice for them to lean so much into like the like different item forms for Mega Man's moveset, but not actually let him use a charge beam.
Right.
Like his standard charge beam. Yeah, his standard charge beam that's been in like pretty much every fucking Mega Man since like the 3rd one, I think. It's his forward smash, and it also has no range. It's so weird. But then they give him like the fucking like fire cutter and the saw blades and like the leaf shield. It's like, I don't get it.
Zero is in the game though, right?
No.
He's
I don't
not
This is trophy.
Oh, he is? Okay.
a trophy.
I
That
never played
doesn't
with
count.
trophies,
Well-
so I forget who was in.
It doesn't count, but assist trophies are like they show up momentarily and do a cool move, and that actually like hurts people in the middle of a match.
They do
They
a
do
cool
stuff?
move or completely fuck over the game for everybody
Right.
because they like
Yeah.
flip the screen around or block it entirely or do some other shit. I wish you could like just turn off certain assist trophies because they
Yeah.
might be kind of fun. Like every time that fucking I think it's like the devil from
Nintendo.
Codes or
Nintendogs,
whatever.
yeah.
Nintendogs aren't as bad, but
True,
like
the
the
devil
one
is
that,
worse.
the one where it's like, okay, I'm gonna flip the whole screen upside down and all your control schemes are fucked. Have fun for 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Literally the devil.
I gotta say, if you're playing with items on, like, that's kind of on you.
That's the best way to play it.
Okay. Says the man who doesn't like Robin in 8-player Smash.
Some people like having fun.
I love
He
having
gives
fun.
If we
everyone a
had
chance to
had
be
items, yeah, if we were playing eight-player Smash with items, I'd be fine.
Yeah, that's the thing. You turn on items when there are 8 people because it's a clusterfuck anyway. At that point, it doesn't matter.
True.
But if you're playing,
Right, I'm not
one-on-one Smash,
try-harding a
items on.
1v1.
I only know how to try hard at all times.
One of my biggest memories
I love
of
you anyways, but
Yeah.
an 8-person
It's a serious
Smash is,
condition.
is Drake playing as that piranha plant and hiding in a place like a maniac and just knocking me off the stage. You're like real horror movie monster technique.
no, I was doing the Bowser command grab double kill until they nerfed it. Like cowards.
It was a pretty shitty way to finish a match.
Only way I could compete.
To just grab everyone repeatedly.
Just
and
grab it and then,
suicide dive off the side.
yeah.
How do you
So-
not kill yourself?
So
when
you do,
you
but the
do.
thing is in the original build, and they patched it so that you can't do this anymore because it was broken. But Bowser's got a command grab where he essentially grabs you and then does a like backflip and like belly slams you. So he puts the other player beneath him. But if you do that off of a ledge, the other player hits the kill zone before you.
Okay.
So they would die first. So you could just command grab and instant kill people.
Wow.
And then you would win because it killed them first.
Oh, when you're down to one.
on like a fraction of a second difference.
When you're down to one stock each.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then they were like, "Oh, this is a problem," and so they nerfed it so that you die first,
Oh, what?
which is bullshit, but also fair.
Bullshit, but fair.
Hi, chat. Who's your favorite Smash character? I don't really play it, but I'd smash most of them.
Oh my god, I can't believe I've never done Smash and Pass with the Smashcast.
Yes. Who's
You
the
haven't?
most smashable Smash character?
Who's the most special?
Obviously-
is it Mewtwo?
Obviously Fox
Wolf,
McCloud.
okay.
Fox.
Or
Rob-
Terry Bogard.
Hang on, I'm pulling it up.
Falco is
Terry.
pretty good.
But Fox is existing, so why would
Right.
Falco?
Because Falco is more toxic.
Wolf is right there.
Also
Is-
true.
Answer.
Is Olimar legal?
I think he's an adult, technically.
Okay, good.
I think everybody's for like
Jesus fucking
Kid
Christ.
Link and Pichu
And Ness and Lucas.
Yeah.
and Ness, right?
Yeah.
Toon Link.
Removing like the child characters who like let's just smash and pass. Who is Toon Link a child?
I don't
Yeah.
know if we can do this. Like, there's 6 of us and there are 82 characters.
Okay,
we-
we'll go back to that in a bit.
We're gonna have to come back to this one, but I'm looking
Yeah.
through it and I'm pretty sure it's Fox by a pretty significant margin.
I know, but it's smash and pass the entire roster.
Oh yeah, we'll smash and pass the
Top
entire
one.
roster.
Yeah, we'll do it eventually.
There's a lot in here that I'd better not see either pick. Not like because they're not my type, but like that's a child or that is a dog.
That's a piranha plant.
You know what? If you want to smash Piranha Plant, you do whatever the fuck you
what?
want.
If you're gonna throw
Smash
shade at Duck
Piranha
Dog,
No. I'm talking Duck Hunt,
Duck Hunt.
Yeah, Duck.
yeah, Duck Hunt Dog.
Duck. Duck.
guys.
No.
That fucker needs his ass beat the way he laughs at you all the time.
Oh God. Okay. I'd fuck Rob.
Who's Rob?
It's the dog. He's got
ROB,
thumbs.
the robot.
Oh, the robot. I don't play Smash. Yeah, he probably has like some sort of orifice.
I'm sure he's got something. Who knows?
I bet he does it suboptimally too.
Thrusters.
Wii Fit Trainer can do anything she wants to me.
Bowser is right there.
What am I gonna do? Stop her?
Bayonetta, you can stop Bayonetta.
Bayonetta can do weird time shit to me. That's fine.
She can stomp on my balls with hair made out of her own, or high heels made out of her own hair.
With megatons of force.
Jesus Christ.
Steve Minecraft?
Steve Minecraft.
That's just square.
Yeah. That
The
never
square
stopped.
hole.
That didn't stop people from making Port of the Ender Dragon
True.
and creepers and really anything that they find in there.
There better not be cave spider porn. There probably is, but there
There probably
shouldn't be.
I'm sure there is. There's gotta be. I
There's a
seen
lot
the
of
art.
smashable people in this roster.
was gonna say. It
Really?
might be like.
Can you link the roster?
I'm guessing it's probably like 25-30% Smash for me, which I feel is high. I feel like I'm picky.
Yeah, that's very high for you.
Like Lucario and Mewtwo are playable characters, right? They're
Yeah.
smashable, right?
Yeah.
Like Pokemon, there's a lot of those smashable Pokemon.
Lucario,
Yo,
Mewtwo,
Smash.
I don't know
Yoshi,
about, I don't know about Mewtwo. Maybe.
Diddy Kong,
No.
Not even Tweet Diddy with his little
Twink.
pink
Yeah.
what
Preach
is
is
Twink
done-
Diddy?
Preach has done some things to Diddy Kong.
Twink Diddy?
Hi, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Hi, Chad.
Hello.
We can actually start playing.
I guess we can.
Donkey Kong, Smash your pass.
No.
Pass.
Pass.
I don't know if there's a single character in the Donkey Kong franchise. Not even K. Rool. You can have that one, Philo.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're good.
I'd smash Donkey Kong from like the 3D show.
You would smack it once.
No, just because he had the great Game Boy. Dance
Oh, boy.
Meta Knight?
shower me with coconut cream pie.
I don't get this reference.
Okay, hang on. I'll pull it up and I'll link it on the side because we should be playing D&D.
I'm finding
You
that all of
can
the women
be-
that I am that I'm smashing could smash me, and I'm realizing I have a type.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
You like Dommy Mommies?
It's like not even. I don't even think that's the right word for it.
They're
It's
just,
like
powerful women.
it's the ones that could kill me. It's
Right.
It's almost
Right.
it's almost everyone in Smash. Like Princess
Samus,
Peach.
Sheik, Daisy.
right. Yeah, same as Sheik.
Palutena,
Daisy,
Bayonetta.
what Daisy? No, Daisy's not on my list. She's got that bad
What?
bitch energy, but she doesn't. She couldn't kill me.
Daisy is
Daisy would
no
yell,
shit, but
man, check out during sex, and I couldn't deal with it.
No, it's like Sheik, Samus, Robin.
is she
But the
allowed?
the
Sheik is just
mustard, the
blackface.
mustard female Robin that I played. I would also fuck normal Robin. I think.
Robin's good. I like Robin.
Is there Guy Robin? I feel
Yeah,
like they're
default,
just a
default
swappable
Robin
skin.
is default Robin is Guy Robin, but I play Mustard Chick because she's
Mustard
Still a
mustard
little
chili.
fucked up that female Corrin got her own amiibo, but female Robin didn't.
Wild.
Bayonetta, Kazooie.
Bayonetta's not my type.
She's doing.
Kazooie.
It's okay. Bayonetta, I
Kazooie is a bad
Kazooie?
bitch.
Kazooie can lift a bear. She's a bad bitch.
Yeah, and she also she fucking shit talks Banjo so much in those games.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she? I never
I
played the
would
Banjo
be-
game.
shit talk.
I would be deep friends with Kazooie. I don't think we'd fuck.
No, I'd be like her catty gay friend.
Yeah.
You wouldn't stuff that
I-
turkey fact?
I don't want to
sure
navigate the cloaca.
It's just a hole.
You know
just
my
put it in.
rule. You know my rule. A, Harkness. B, they must be able to stand on two legs and wield a sword.
Yeah,
That's-
she can do that.
Yeah, she can do that.
She can't wield a sword.
She can stand. She
She
stands
can-
on two legs and wields a bear.
Yeah,
Who
How
holds
big
the
can
beam
she also
sword?
have-
Does
she also
Bayonetta
I'm
has
adding
a regular
additional
sword, or does Kazooie?
stipulations. I'm changing the rules.
She also has a dragon form
Oh,
Why don't I remember
What?
this? What?
in Banjo Tooie.
Checking. I played Banjo Tooie. I
Okay,
played the
let's
shit out of
see.
Banjo Tooie.
Is it because of Mumbo Jumbo?
Oh, I remember this.
that's barely a dragon.
Yeah,
What is this?
we're being very generous with the
All the Dragon Kazooie.
right. It is called Dragon Kazooie.
It
You're
is,
not wrong.
yeah, okay.
You might say that's just a pterodactyl, but do pterodactyls breathe fire? No.
True.
That's just a Jiggy.
We
It's-
couldn't prove that.
It's like a Jiggyopteryx.
Yeah.
You mean
a
a Jinjo?
Wait. Yeah, Jinjo. Jinjos are the dudes.
Oh,
Jiggies are the
right.
pieces.
Jiggies are the
Jiggies
puzzle
are the
pieces.
Jig- yeah.
Yeah, that is just a Jinjo.
Do you
Yeah, they were
remember?
just like, we're going to use this face model again. But add wings.
I mean, admittedly, everything in the game uses this face model.
I'm sorry, does Banjo also have a dragon form? Look at him! He's like a potato.
There's a T-Rex one.
Is that what he is? Oh, that makes sense.
I think Byleth would make me uncomfortable with the near silence.
I don't know anything about Byleth. That's true of basically all of the Fire Emblem characters, actually. I'm only going off of vibes.
That's how I love my sex, completely silent.
Crazy.
Wild. Why did they put Min Min in Smash?
Who's Min Min?
She's a girl from ARMS, but she's not even like the main character of ARMS. She's just one of the characters from ARMS that they decided to put in Smash.
What's ARMS?
Amazing. Yep, exactly. It was like a flagship title.
Of
Mhm.
what?
Was it for the
the Switch.
Switch?
It was
Yeah.
a Switch, yeah.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
it Wild Arms or just Arms?
Just
No,
ARMS.
Just ARMS.
It was literally like a flagship launch title for the Switch, and nobody played it.
Oh, that's the one where they have
You even
extended
had a
arms.
demo and
Yeah.
no one's played it. Like I played the demo and it's fun. It's just like you have arms.
Yep.
Really long arms. Ooh,
You got
everyone is Luffy. Congratulations.
Don't even do cool shit like Luffy.
Welcome to D&D. We haven't heard from Biscuit. He might be dead, but hopefully not.
Our thoughts go with him.
Always.
Mhm.
He's probably
Moment
fine.
of silence.
Yeah, he's probably sleeping.
He's probably sleepy. He's a little sleepy boy.
He's EP. EP
It
baby.
was roasts us for sleeping in, but look who's sleeping in now.
I think we roast him a lot for sleeping in too.
Good. Maybe he should stop doing it.
True. To his credit, I am amazed every time that I'm awake at 2 p.m. on a Sunday.
I'm surprised you can function at all.
Same.
It just kind of happens, and you're like, oh, D&D. And you muster the energy from your reserves.
I kind of thought that sentence stopped a
Um,
lot earlier.
which
Just
part?
I'm amazed you can function.
Oh,
You know what? Me too.
yeah. You know, I think that hits everyone here.
Guys,
You just kind of look at yourself. Could you just give yourself a pat in the back for saying, I functioned today,
I did
and
it.
that's enough?
I did it all.
You
thanks.
did it.
It's been a while since we've done a DM roundtable, but one of the questions that always comes up is like, what's the best advice you would give to a new DM? And I found it. I know my answer now for the rest of time. It's start at 7 p.m.
That doesn't apply to me. What is 7
Always.
p.m.?
Doesn't matter. It's always the rule. Start at 7 p.m.
Seven's so late. Start at like 6 p.m.
Well, if you
7
do
p.m.
6
is
p.m.,
actually
people are going to
earlier
be
for
doing
me.
dinner and stuff like that.
No, they're not. If they cared about D&D, they would be doing dinner.
No,
earlier.
no. People have jobs. They get home at 5. They eat. They do their thing.
Not on a Sunday.
Oh, right. Well, okay. I'm not assuming they're playing on a Sunday. I'm just saying the rule is you start at 7. It doesn't matter what day of the week. You start at 7.
What time is 7 my time?
7.
It's like 1 a.m.
Something like
Again,
It
that.
should be
time
7
zones.
p.m. relative.
Well, that's impossible, Fek, considering the world is round.
7 p.m.
If you-
whatever the DM's time zone is.
Okay. I'm flexible.
Only because the rule can't be 7 p.m. whatever my time zone is.
Also, don't be ridiculous. The world is a disc.
That's around, right? Discs around.
It's like flat but round.
I got you there.
Yeah. 6 skinny round.
So yeah, last we left off, you guys spent several sessions breaking Dinah out of prison, and
Then we
then
put her back.
you gave her back to the prison.
You
Yeah,
made a twin carry her back. You.
yeah, last we left off, you guys returned to Dinah's house after struggling a little bit. Ran into a couple monsters while kind of traveling and sneaking back. There you found that the White Queen had come in search of Dinah. And then you guys had a bit of a conversation with them. Came to the agreement that you would let them take Dinah back in order to kind of, for the time being, satisfy and quell any of the Red Queen's anger and dissatisfaction, at least until such a time that you could come in and take her hat and free her from her rage and remove her teeth, essentially.
Defang her. Declaw
Yes,
her.
that was the word. Yeah, and that is about where we left off. You
You mean
guys
I
had
can't actually have her teeth?
passed on a sending stone to the White Queen so that you guys could discuss things further at a later date. And then you guys went and took a nap over at the hot springs. And I think that is where we will pick up. You guys in the hot springs, hanging out, having traveled through the door.
I was so stressed last session.
Yeah, you were social tanking.
Social tanking a brick wall.
Yeah, you really could have just sat there and. Honestly, the White Queen is someone I'd invite to a party. Because my parties tend to be quiet.
Yeah.
You just vibe, read a book, maybe.
Like, honestly, the White Queen is me at a social gathering. I go there, I contribute as little as I can to the small talk being forced upon me. I find the cat or the dog to play with instead.
Same.
That sounds legit. It depends. It also depends on like the gathering itself. Like if it's coworkers, no thank you. I don't really talk to anyone here. If it's you guys, then it's like, hey, let's do stuff. Watch a movie together. Let's play Smash. I'll suck at it, but we'll do it. We heavily inconvenienced the White Queen. We were like, we'll make you wait, and then we'll talk to you for a bit, and then we'll talk behind your back, and then we'll write messages to each other, and then we'll make you carry this old woman back home.
Hey, at least she got her knitting supplies.
She got her knitting supplies. This was a good day for Dinah.
She got to go out. She got to see a lot of people.
Got a lot of enrichment today.
Yep.
I love Dinah. I hope we can get her out permanently at some
Same.
point,
Actually wonderful.
so she can attend you guys' wedding
Fingers
And
crossed.
I was
Or-
gonna say we're getting
or
a little
Juke's
ahead of
funeral.
ourselves. Don't. Okay, now we're just sad.
or his cremation, whatever we have it. Would it be a do you burn your bodies at the funeral?
I assumed they would just there's this burial at sea for you, but I'm not sure. Have we discussed that?
I don't know if we've
Mention-
discussed that yet.
Yeah, I know out of character in your at least your other characters burying at sea is like, oh, it's disrespectful. You just throw them in.
That's definitely true for Fekri. I don't know if that's true for Jupe and
Yeah,
his
for
culture.
Jupe's different.
Also,
Yeah.
Alistair, didn't you decide you were going to keep Jupe in your bed?
Right.
Oh right, yeah, we're gonna keep the Snow White
Oh yeah,
style
yeah.
in
Oh yeah,
my bed,
your
and then I'm gonna
your
modify.
culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, his cultural preference doesn't matter. You're keeping him in your bed.
Well, I have to
Where he's-
pretend. He has
Yeah.
to think that he's getting what he wants, and
You gotta keep him. You gotta keep him warm and fresh. You know, for snuggling.
Jupe's preference is probably like, fuck me, when I die, I don't care, throw me in the trash. But I'm sure there's some cultural expectations that I should work out with Drake.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you do with your tattoos when you die?
Well, they stay
Transfer it
on.
onto.
it's gonna say
I
they
know,
don't
but
peel
do you?
off.
But do you copy them
No.
onto like paper and
No, of
be like,
course
"This
not.
is your story"?
The nature and the whole point of them is that they are temporary.
Oh. Well, tattoos are weirdly not temporary.
They're as temporary as we are.
Yeah, you know, like a book. If you want not temporary, you could use a permanent marker. They fade. It's not as fancy though.
Yeah, it's a little less involved than the tattooing process.
Or you could smear it on every day.
That sounds like a lot of work, actually.
Yeah. Then you gotta remember it because you gotta remember how it looks.
And can you imagine having to take the time to like redraw a tattoo every single day? Or like, put on makeup every single day, or like do your hair every single day? A nightmare.
Yeah, like what drag queens do. The only people who do that.
Like what half the population does. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Half the population are drag queens.
No.
No.
No. Anyway. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
So I think the plan is to chill here for the night, and then tomorrow we're going to try to do like a training combat, more of an evaluation combat, I guess.
Yeah, well, after that whole kind of disaster, I wanted to talk about what the fuck we're doing here. You know,
Yeah.
like what do you want to do? What's the deal? Because just
Well,
to reiterate, I want to kill people. I want to kill 2 people.
Which
That's
two
my
kill
deal.
people?
Tankard and Goblet.
Okay.
Maybe Talon.
Right.
Well, I can't
Maybe.
do that. Because we're bound now, I might die. I don't fucking know.
I assumed like subdue not lethally was preferred for all of those, so good to know.
I just non-lethal. Listen, if I could kill them, I would, but they were so strong every single time. And what's to stop them from betraying me again? Oh no, I didn't kill you. Now you're just gonna do it again, I guess. Whatever. They betrayed me once. What's gonna stop them?
I can't speak to Tankard. Talon is not currently herself. She's the other girl currently. And if we kill the other girl, we kill the real Talon.
I just know she took someone very important to me.
She was also pretty important to you too, if I remember correctly.
She and I had nothing. She had something with the other guy.
Right.
I just appear in her house every now and then. And every time I saw her, I'd disappear. So I avoided her.
Yeah, that makes sense. What do you think is... I don't even know how to phrase this because we don't know what the issue is. What does an ideal outcome look like for you?
I kill them all and I'm happy.
No, longer term, bigger than that. if you could get away
I
from
fucked the
the
Red Queen.
if you could get away from the other guy, if you could have your own life and not have to be worried about every time that somebody is nice to you, you're risking death, you'd want that, right?
I don't know. Then I have to try and be nice too. That sounds like a lot of work.
Oh no, being a person, it's so hard.
I mean, it can
Yeah,
be.
being,
It can be.
I don't know. I look around me and everyone's this trying to fit in society, saying hi, being nice, but they're not nice deep down. No matter who they are, they're fucked up inside. They could pretend to be nice, to be honorable, but they're selfish and dark. And I've seen it again and again. Why bother with the mask? Why not just be that?
I don't know if that's true. Everyone has some darkness in them, obviously. Everyone fails, everybody fucks up, everybody has some selfishness, but some people, what makes some people happy is making other people happy. What is selfish for them is to be selfless. I don't think you run into many of those people because the other guy gets all of
I
them.
do. They're called victims. That's what everyone in the church was.
It isn't always like that. Your
Yeah, usually it's
circumstances
the
are
game.
very unique.
Well, maybe I can just spend my life being sprinkles.
Maybe.
Everyone likes sprinkles.
So am I understanding your answer correctly, that if given the chance to have your own life, you wouldn't take it?
If I had my own life, because this has been my life, you know, it's real hard to think about what I don't have. I don't got a comparison. I don't know. What do I want? I want booze. I want sex. I want to fight. I want to eat real good food. And I want to go to fairs and play games. I want to try new clothes and look cool.
Sounds like you've got quite a few things you want to do.
What do you want to do?
Me?
We rescued Dinah. That's
Well,
done. Anything else?
it'd be nice to, permanently save her. Right now, she just has her knitting supplies and she's still in a cage every day.
So maybe
to-
like a half check?
Yeah, it's like half checked. We're on our way to getting that sorted, but technically not any further than we were 2 days ago.
So outside of Dinah, what do you want?
Well, I'd like to get Jeep's matter sorted, preferably with him not dying. But
What about outside of Jupe? What do you want for you?
oh, that's a good question. Um, time for my hobbies is nice, but I don't know. If I have just time, I feel like I need something more than that.
Do you? You got this far by just having your hobbies.
I guess it's just that I have friends now, and it's not just, me and Dinah alone in the middle of nowhere. Spending more time with you guys sounds pretty cool. I hadn't really thought about it.
You got that already, I guess. I keep seeing that bamboo thing there, and I keep thinking it's a crossbow.
Same, yeah. Or, yeah, like a big old ballista.
Yeah, it's pointed right at you.
Yeah.
What about you, Jupe? Outside of this whole disease thing.
I want to see things that nobody has ever seen before. I want to be the first person to see a mountain. I want to see the sun come up 3 hours before everybody else. I want to have my name on a map. Not because I want people to think that I own a place, but because I want to be the one who found it, learned it, and then shared it with the world. I want to be the one that tells the story of a whole place. I want to go somewhere that hasn't been touched and dirtied by people. Not that people aren't beautiful, but there's something.
They have virgins in some houses,
Well, yeah,
They haven't been touched yet.
I get it. I know. I like society. I like people. Part of what I liked about the flotilla is that I got to see so many different places in the world. But the one thing I haven't seen is a place that hasn't been touched. A place that has no houses, a place that has no law, a place that has no nothing. I want to know what that looks like.
You'd have to cross the fog for that, right?
Yeah.
I think every place here's been settled. Maybe the crack.
There.
Ever been in the crack?
There's got to
No.
be someplace out there.
Well, there are lots, but they're down. And I'm not terribly interested in that. We haven't settled most of the surface of what's available to us. Most of the map has never been seen by human eyes. But
We've even been underwater, right?
true, even there we found civilization.
I missed that part.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that. I don't mind that there are people in it.
And then there's like bigger stuff. I think that's about all I can reasonably wish for with my life. That's what I wanted to do originally. It'd be nice to live in a world where we didn't hate each other for no reason. A place where we didn't have random lines drawn all over that map that arbitrarily decide that we should hate the people 100 miles to our east. Weird, you
Yeah, hate thy neighbor.
go from one island to the next and they'll have the exact same food, the exact same culture, the same buildings, the same ships. Because there's a line dividing the two of them on a map, they've been brought up to believe that they're monsters to each other, that they wouldn't fit in. They speak the same language. And then you jump between islands where everything is totally different. Tyriku and Camelot are as different as night and day, and yet I've found people that would get along handsomely. Merveille, I don't know, it's all... I think that's a bigger problem than what I can do, but I would like to see it. Maybe, someday.
It's a nice dream.
Yeah.
What about you, Sheesh?
Oh, well. I suppose before I really get out of this or settle down to whatever I settle down to, I want to see the rest of my people free and make sure that they're not being cultivated and abused and used for whatever these serums are. That can only get worse if someone doesn't stop it, right?
I guess. Are there still any being, used like that?
Just kind of shrugs. It's like, well, she's still out there.
It's true.
I suppose, given time, she's only going to find new subjects. Can't have
Well-
my people being harvested. So after that bitch is dead too, and anyone else that worked with her, I'd like to just settle down and cook for my own pleasure.
Like sushi in someone's body, or
Yeah, maybe.
what's pleasurable to cook?
I mean, anything that you're not being forced to, anything that you feel a passion creating and sharing with people.
You like cooking for us?
Of course.
That's good. I
Really?
don't want you to feel like we're forcing you to cook.
Surely there must be some dishes that are just always annoying to cook, right?
Rice pilaf.
Hmm. Really?
Rice is not meant to be stirred so much, Jupe.
I wouldn't know.
It makes a really fun sound when you do.
Well, can we have pilaf for dinner?
I'm really craving rice pilaf, actually, yeah.
Right. It's like all of a sudden, it's all that I can think about.
Texture?
Buttery. Risotto would be fine.
I never heard these foods before. Is it just rice and butter?
At its base, yeah. I think you add some other stuff to it. Cooking's not really my thing, though.
That sounds disgusting. A stick of butter and rice.
It goes together better than you think. I mean, there's salt and spices and stuff in there too. Typically, like a meat or egg.
You like meat?
Bitch.
Oh, you know what? I'm a bad cook out of character. I was thinking of risotto.
No, not pilaf. Okay.
And I actually do enjoy making risotto, but I know it's famously like a at least on like Kitchen Nightmares and with Gordon Ramsay, a thing that like has to be babied and can really fuck it up pretty easily. But I like it.
If you don't stir it constantly, it sticks and burns real quick.
Yeah, I mean you have to very closely monitor the heat and the consistency while you're stirring it and the broth level. So you don't want to add too much, and you got to make sure it's evaporating. Like it's
Sounds like a nightmare.
really not that bad.
Why don't you just catch a fish, cook it, eat it? Oh,
Because I guess there's no art to that.
What about the sides? You can't just have a fish.
sure, you
There's
get
an art
a little weed.
to like, the fishing and stuff, because that's something people enjoy. But then like, when you actually make this stuff, it feels good too.
Textures you can still, feel, even if you're. I don't know. You should have a variety and not just eat fish.
I can make bomb ass potatoes.
It's a potato.
Can't really fail it. Just fire your stick potato in it, put salt.
What's
Done.
a potato?
You know, potatoes. You boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew.
I don't think I've ever.
Grow on the ground. They're covered in dirt.
Well, sure, like a vegetable.
Wash the dirt off.
I assume, okay, so it's some sort of vegetable then.
Yeah,
There's a
that
tuber.
There's that crunchy apple-like thing that doesn't taste like an apple.
I like
Cube,
apples.
I've served you so many different types of potato.
Have you?
Yeah.
Shit.
You know, that white starchy thing that's in a lot of food.
Oh.
That's the beautiful thing about a potato is that you can do many things with it. You can mash it. Yes, sometimes I've just had them roasted and served. I've given you Hasselback potatoes, fried them before.
She's just transformed the most potatoes. I only
Remember
know them stuck in fire.
You
This
remember
is
that
like
one morning I was feeling very lazy and hungover after the bath happened. And breakfast was that little brown thing that I just cut open, threw some butter on, mashed up, and
Okay, yeah, that's a potato.
had the potato.
Okay.
That is the barest form of potato I have served you.
That's a potato straight out of the ground.
No, not quite. I baked it.
Okay, straight out of the ground and into the fire.
Yes.
You might want
Well,
to
I
warm
do.
it first. You don't want too much dirt on it.
dirt adds flavor.
Mm. If you want the flavor of dirt, maybe.
Seasoning adds flavor.
Dirt too.
My favorite seasoning, dirt.
Technically, anything that is not crystalline causes flavor, unless it's reactive, which is why salt causes flavor.
Yeah, she's just kind of thinks for a long second. And
Stop mumbling, Jupe. God.
it's like, when I really think about it, I suppose some spices are really just dirt in different form.
Yeah, some of them are overpriced dirt.
For a long
Salt's
time,
just a rock.
Salt is just a rock.
salt is just a rock.
Cinnamon
Salt's-
is bark from a tree.
The hell, cinnamon.
Oh, you haven't had cinnamon?
It's bark
Cinnamon's
from
a
a
girl
tree.
I met once in a
Cinnamon's-
whorehouse.
Cinnamon's one of the flavors I can taste. It's good. It's like, oh, if you could take a fire, but then kind of wrap it in a blanket of leaf, and then kind of like dunk it in sugar for a little while, and then sprinkle it over something. That's cinnamon.
We
Calm
have
down,
cinnamon.
Shakespeare.
Yes, I have cinnamon.
Was that a Drake comment or does someone else hear?
Okay,
Okay, just making sure.
God saying chill your tits with artisanal descriptions of cinnamon.
Do you guys know that? Okay, I've been learning about plants because we have some most of the plants we have on the ship are imported. We keep them in boxes and we just eat them so that we don't get sick, right? So I've been learning about plants since we've been traveling on the ground a lot lately. And did you know that plants, when they grow, their roots pull some stuff up from the ground, obviously, and they get a little bit from water. Of course, those are both important, and they get things from the sun. But most of what makes a plant grow is the air. They're turning the air into mass. They pull mass from the air.
I'm gonna need you to shut the fuck up at this point, because I don't understand the word you're saying.
You're telling me the plants are stealing our air?
No, it's a reciprocal thing. It
Taking
works.
stuff
They
out
do.
of the air.
They breathe exactly the backwards opposite way that we do.
You saying they make weight food?
Yeah, they turn air into weight. When they breathe, that's how they add fat to their
They
bodies.
don't have lungs.
They do, though. It's different from the way that we breathe, but they breathe all the same. They just breathe what we breathe out. They breathe in what we breathe out.
You sound completely insane right now.
I've
He's
read it
right,
though.
though.
Listen, there were like 2 peer-reviewed books that I found in one of the libraries that
Well-
said that this is how plants work.
Yeah, and books also tell you fancy stories. Like there's a dude on the mountain who can make golden goats when he shits.
Listen,
That's
most of
true,
those
too.
stories
Fiction
are
and
based on truth.
nonfiction are different. But
Exactly. This sounds completely made up.
Also, we met a dragon who had who says there's not a man at the top of the mountain that can make a goat shit gold.
No, he shits golden goats.
He shits golden goats. That seems improbable.
does
That's
they
what I
ship them
mean.
out
This
full
is what
size, or they come out like as a baby goat.
Full size, and they start grazing.
He also,
Mm.
Nara, what do you want to do after this is all said and done? What are your goals? Your ambitions?
Nara disappears.
Just sinks below the water.
So that's me.
Uh,
I want to assassinate the king.
It's more the life than bringing down Uther. But
Like,
he I don't know. I never really thought about like what I want to really get out of life or do with life, but like I don't know. It's been really cool, like seeing the world past home, and I would like to, I don't know, maybe take my family to see the world too.
Yeah. Travel's great. I think everybody should do it. I think people would be a lot less tied to the place they were born if they got out and saw more of what's around them.
Stainless coughs, and then they get killed by crabs.
I have heard that the cure to bigotry is to travel.
I think there's some truth to that.
The truth to bigotry
makes
is
sense.
bigots dying.
Well, that helps too.
Travel has a great way of killing bigots. And everybody else, but you know.
Non-bigots. Have you seen what we come across just to get here? Giant ants. Things that steal your name. Whatever the fuck that thing was. The fuck
that
was
was
that
all.
thing?
That was all stuff in Merveille. You go, be nice to Merveille.
Well, in my experience, things try to kill you anywhere and everywhere.
Yeah, you want to leave and see the world?
I mean, that means there's going to be stuff to kill you anywhere, so you might as well travel and see more of the stuff that's trying to kill you / not trying to kill you.
Well, usually when you're in town. I've never been almost murdered, except those 3 one times in a whorehouse, and I paid for those. Well, I had a safe word.
You won't get much out of life if you won't conquer your fears, or just be intimidated by anything that causes fear.
I'm afraid just don't want to die.
Hey, on that note, I have been doing a lot of thinking about.
No shit. Well, weird shit you're going through right now.
Well, yeah, but you know,
Breathing plants.
I've been directing my thinking based on the conversation that we had a long time ago that I misunderstood, and the more recent conversation that I deserved. The point that I'm trying to make is I don't fully understand what happens when you switch with the other guy, and I don't think that you do either, and I know that we're probably not going to find out for a while. But we have some inklings, and for as long as I'm traveling with you, if you are gone for a really long time, I'm going to make a point of bringing you back out. I don't want you to be afraid that every time you go away, it could be the last one. That sucks. You're right, it is kind of like dying.
You know, I want to experience things. Like I said, I want to go to fairs. I want to try new foods because I could blink. And 3 weeks passed, and I missed going underwater. I missed, I don't know, eating whatever the fuck they eat down there. Seaweed.
There's a lot of seaweed, yeah.
Fish and snails.
Fish and snails. Starfish. Or starfish fish.
Starfish or fish.
I don't think you can eat them, though. Otherwise, you just have an infinite food supply, because you could just chop off a leg and wait for it to grow back, right?
That's psycho behavior.
I, out of character, don't know if there are edible starfish. Jupe for sure knows if there are edible starfish.
I'll look into it.
Let's check online. Otherwise, we'd all be eating starfish.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, they're totally edible.
You just don't want to torture them, you see.
They taste a little like crab, apparently.
That's pretty nice.
A lot of them are toxic.
Yeah. You gotta be careful with that.
You gotta be very careful with starfish. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. Anyway, yeah, no, there are some starfish that you can eat. It's a lot
Yes,
of work for
chocolate
not
starfish
much meat.
was a safe bet.
I love chocolate starfish.
Oh.
No, God.
Let somebody hear me.
Never call that again.
Oh, God. Anyway,
They're the best one.
That's all I've got. Long term, I think we should find a way to give you both a little more control over who has the body when, or ideally, get you both your own bodies. But in the absence of that, I think I would like to make a point to you and also to the other guy to not let either of you go away for too long. Either
How
of you
long is too long?
I don't know. We can work that out. How long do you think is too long?
A day?
So if you're not swapped after a day, we should manually swap you.
I just don't want to miss out. I don't know if there's a word for it.
Fear of missing out. Yeah.
Really, just like that?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's a
there a
little.
weird Vervain word like fumla or something?
Yeah, that's it. Actually, yeah. Good guess.
Oh wow. Really good at this Mervean stuff.
You just picked it up while you were sprinkles, I guess.
Well, I did a lot of people watching to pretend to be a purse kobold. You know, they had a lot of purse kobolds there.
Mm-hmm.
I followed this one kid around, and they got a purse kobold for their birthday, and I thought that was really fucked up. Like, that's a full person he just gave to that kid.
Yeah, it's not the best. That was a cultural tradition. What would you even call it?
Yeah, they just kind of sit around in purses, and when you put attention at them, they just they jump out. They laugh, they smile, they do a flip, and they're happy. And I don't know, they get petted, and they get food, and they get dressed up, and they get cared for. And I don't.
It's a low effort job if you think of it that way.
Yeah,
Still weird, but you made a good first kobold.
it's messed up and humiliating, and
Demeaning.
Does that turn you on a little bit, or is this actually not good?
I just I hate it. I hate that they do that. And I don't want to be jealous, but I am.
Interesting.
Why don't you want to be jealous?
Because they're pets, not people. I don't want to be a pet. But I want to be held. I want to be told I did good. I want to be pampered. Stupid.
It's not stupid. I think
It's
everybody
so
should.
stupid.
It's not, though.
Everyone wants to be loved. People go about that in a different ways.
Yeah, well, bully for them. Gonna splash at the water a little.
You. It's not just that you've never felt it, it's that you can't.
Can't what?
You can't feel loved. The other guy gets it all. Huh. This isn't just hedonism, it's... I
I don't know if there's a school of philosophy for your body swaps ownership every time you're shown affection. So
Yeah.
Philosophy, schmilosophy. I don't need it.
You're living
I
it
got-
whether you need it or not.
I got booze. Had booze. I got food. I got so much tail. I do what I do with what I got. All right, that's what anyone else can do.
it's still not fair.
Well, ain't gonna do anything if I whine about it.
No, you're right.
I'd rather chase tail. I could have been turned down by like 16 people by now.
I'm going to talk to the other guy next time he's out and see how long he's comfortable being out for any given time. I think that the two of you could probably cooperate to set up more regular swaps. The more you come to understand how all of this works. I don't mean to admonish you. I understand that what you're doing here is very natural, but some of the time that you spend chasing tail, you might be able to spend learning how and why these swaps happen and how you can better live your life around them.
I know what happens now. It used to be kind of weird because there was no indication. Back then it was just, oh, I'm in the Durrell house again, or oh, I'm in an alley in a fight for some reason, or oh, like someone's blood is on my fist, and I'm here and I don't know what I did, but I guess I'm in a fight now. And then I black out
Who
when,
knows how long?
yeah.
Some regularity could do you good. There were stints way back when I wouldn't really sleep at a normal time. I would just kind of read and garden and do my other hobbies at all hours of the day. And eventually would start forgetting what day of the week it was. And I don't know, not having any sense of normality is a little scary. Can only imagine, but you don't even know how long it's been since you were awake last.
It would if you had more friends.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'm aware.
Sorry.
Jupe leans over.
Anyway, we should try swapping you guys back and forth regularly so you don't feel like you're never coming back. And if I have to be mean to the little illiterate kid to get you to come back, I can do that.
Not a kid. I'm not a kid.
He's not a kid.
I'm gonna assume he's not a kid.
No, he's not.
Kind of bullshit if he's a kid and I'm not.
That would be weird. Yeah. No, he's not a kid. He just irritates me like one.
What if there's a third, rarely seen personality that neither of the two of you are aware of,
Ooh,
and has only been out for like a few weeks over the course of your body's entire life?
Would that person be like a kid?
That person, well, the whole split didn't start until after you were already an adult, right? It's not like you were born like this.
Oh, I was 10.
They'd still be a kid then.
Oh, yeah, he'd be 10 years in 2 weeks.
It's got close to adulthood for a kobold.
Fair.
I think we're adults at what, 12, 15? I didn't read no books.
I have no idea. Actually, that's probably not true. Jupe probably knows.
Alec probably also knows.
Well,
Whatever makes it the least weird.
We're adults at 1.
I don't even know
No.
anymore. That certainly
don't
does
either.
not make it the least
That
weird.
makes it- that's a little weird, yeah. How old do kobolds live? Do we have to like do a fraction here?
18.
See,
They only live to be 18?
dude,
Days.
I only got a bit left. That's wild because I'm 19.
11
old.
days.
11 days.
Dang!
I like Dinah. It's pretty great.
Dinah's awesome.
Correct adjective. Good, good. I'm glad you guys like her. She's pretty great.
She didn't freak out when she saw me in her basin, her cauldron.
Yeah,
That's
she's always
rare.
been relatively easygoing. It was, nice when you were a kid and you'd bring home a bug or something and she wouldn't, freak out.
You like bugs too?
Yeah, I like bugs.
He's so into bugs, it's crazy.
They're
I'm not like
delicious.
into bugs. They're
Oh, he's-
just cool.
He's like into bugs.
No.
You know, they have
A couple
people
nights
for
ago,
that.
he had me put on these fake extra legs.
did not. This
You
is
did.
a
I'm
bullshit
telling the
made-up
God's
story.
honest
No,
truth.
no, you did
He
not.
has these weird
That's why
glasses
he
with all
has-
these extra lenses that make me look like I have big old like fly eyes.
That's why you have so many
Yeah.
sketches of bugs in your room.
Yeah, you guys caught me. I'm super into bugs. I'm just horny about bugs all the time.
He's got a mattress
It's okay, Ali.
that's like sticky,
What?
Sticky.
like a fly trap.
You were just in my room. There was no sticky mattress. I'm gonna hold you underwater.
It's okay, Ali. Everyone's got their weird things. What's your weird thing?
I love you in
Nara?
spite of the
It's-
fact that you had me dress up like a fly in a fly trap.
You what?
Yeah, yeah, Ali. Embrace your.
Wait. You what? I don't know if we've used that before.
We did back at the pool, remember?
Oh, or we did.
Yeah.
You know, when
I
she's
wouldn't,
ate
I
your
wouldn't
toes.
drop a big moment like that with the fly trap joke.
It's a fly trap joke. I was like, oh my god. And I love you even if you make up bullshit stories to make our friends think I'm weirder than I am.
He really did.
We did not.
Wow,
Show you sticky.
this completely changes the dynamic in my head.
What was the dynamic in your head?
So, like, Ali. Well, honestly, it just adds to it. So Ali gets like this corset with the many legs and
Oh
like
my
a
God.
bunch of silks. And you're like struggling on the bed covered in web.
So far, so good, yeah.
Oh, so you're going for like a spider thing? I thought.
Yeah, and then he's like, I'm gonna eat you. Pray. Rar. Whatever spiders say.
Typically not
Then he
that.
bites you and then he sucks out your guts, but it's your dick and it's like other stuff.
I don't want to bite his dick. I'll bite him elsewhere.
See, I
So
was
you
kind
do
of,
bite.
I was kind of imagining that Alistair would get himself in a nice corset, but it was like fur-lined, and then he'd get this big sort of like scarf that he would swirl around himself like a cape, and Jupiter would just lie on the bed and do that thing he does sometimes, where his body glows, and Alistair would get all excited and descend upon him like a ravenous moth.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. I had like
Against the-
this was like really pretty and romantic in my head, and then it became a moth thing, and honestly, it's still kind of pretty.
Well,
Yeah,
They're kind of pretty.
completely straight bodies just planking against each other. And
yeah, you're just one of
bumping.
those really fuzzy moths, and you just rub yourself all over him.
I'm gonna learn a sexy moth dance just for you, and I can dance around you while you're in your star form.
Can I walk?
Yeah.
The other thing is like you shrink down to the size of like, I don't know, kittens or something, and you enter a beehive and you just get into royal honey.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slurp up that royal jelly. It makes me so horny.
I don't.
Slather it all over you.
I'm not understanding this one.
I'm not either.
We shrink down to the size of kittens. Got it.
Yeah. You go inside a beehive and you kind of
Much too small for a kitten.
Well, have you never seen the big beehive? We've seen giant bees, you
Okay.
idiot.
All right, we go into a giant beehive.
Yes, a giant beehive. And
Okay.
you gotta dance like the bees,
We dance like bees.
but with your dicks.
Okay, our dicks are
Okay.
involved.
Yeah, they're the stingers.
We're in an
Got it.
actual giant beehive right now.
Yeah, you're tricking them.
And we're dancing to trick them into letting us get in their honey.
Yeah, you gotta come in the royal jelly.
Okay.
We should just smoke them rather than try to convince them with dancing.
But that's not as hot.
This was the mental image that you had of what we do, like on a regular basis.
Well, now.
what have you done? This is all your fault.
I do think the moth thing might be cute, though.
The moth thing was pretty
That's-
cute.
It sounds pretty cute. I don't know about all these bug-eye glasses and extra limbs, but
I don't either. It's too much work.
That means it's
my
worth
push to
doing.
talk button is stuck.
No.
How about you, Sheesh? Weird stuff.
I
What
mean,
do you and your
sometimes
man get up to?
Sometimes Gru and I wrap each other in seaweed and lick like teriyaki sauce off of each other.
Oh, okay.
You have,
Whatever
like,
chars your grill.
a whole bunch of rice.
Is it just a food thing, or is that like a sushi thing specifically?
I just enjoy his umami.
What's umami?
If you guys were both naked on a bed of rice, which one of you would fall asleep immediately after getting hit?
Oh, me for sure.
Okay. It makes sense. You feel like you'd be a little more limp.
Wow.
I don't know, he looks like he's very firm.
He strikes me as the kind of like aggressive looking guy who's actually a bottom because he's got those really long whiskers that you can just use as reins.
I do pull on them sometimes.
Yeah.
But he pulls on mine too.
Oh. Do you want to pull on each other's whiskers, Jupiter? I don't feel like that's going to go very well.
It's called fish hooking.
Surely
isn't it?
that
You
must
put your
hurt,
finger in
right?
someone's mouth.
You're right. I feel like I'm going to get overstimulated by whisker grabs.
Right. Maybe
Is that a
gently.
thing that happens?
Oh my god, yeah, don't fuck with somebody's whiskers if they don't ask you to.
Okay, I just updated my mental image.
Yeah, also,
There
side
are
note,
some people in
if we're ever like, if we have a Tabaxi combatant, a Tabaxi bad guy, fuck with their whiskers, man. It's like as good as blinding us for a little while.
So if I cut off just one side,
you
Dude,
kind of tend to walk crooked, yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't just use your eyes.
it's hard to balance. It'd be like if I actually don't know if it's the same for kobolds. Do you guys have like a fluid in your ears that helps you balance?
I don't know.
Right.
I
you
never
wouldn't.
checked.
Makes
There's
sense.
water in here now. Who's coming in your ears?
No, it's
Dude.
not. It's not. It was one time.
Who's been lying to you
No.
and telling you that there's fluid in your
The
ears?
point here is that if you chop off whiskers, it'll fuck with our balance.
That's weird, but okay. Good to know.
You just gave him your weakness. One of them.
I've also heard that Tabaxi are easily distracted by a hastily deployed empty cardboard box.
What's cardboard?
Cardboard.
Just any kind of crate, really, I suppose.
Oh, crates are awesome. Yeah.
They're kind of comfy if you just get in them, right?
Really?
Oh my god, have you ever just sat in a perfectly sized crate though?
What is perfectly sized?
Just kind of just enough that you can get into it and rest your back on it and have a little room to stretch your leggies out so that you're not like in a full ball. You got like a little bit of wiggle room.
It's not
Gotcha.
too
You got a
claustrophobic.
gotcha coffin fetish.
What? No.
No, it's a little too
Coffin's
tight.
the same. In a box 8? What are you
Well,
talking
you don't want the
about?
lid on it either. Like, if you put the lid on it, then it's just like, well, I
A
don't know, it's
coffin,
too
there's
much.
leg room because you can stretch out and lay down.
Now you made it weird.
I'm updating your fetish list. So you're vampire bugs now
There's
with lubricated whiskers.
you can just believe whatever you want. That's fine.
I do. Don't need your permission.
You know what we're all overlooking right now?
Nara?
Yeah, he's got to be a freak, right?
Yeah, Nara, what are you into? I bet it's missionary. No talking.
Sometimes, if I was in a rush, I eat rice raw.
He is a freak. Oh my god.
It
What
can't
else
be good
do you
on your
do?
stomach.
Here the stomach cooks it.
That's fucking filthy, Nara.
It's not that bad.
Like,
That's
You don't even wash
If
it
you're,
first?
if you're
You
really
just-
hungry,
You know they
there's no
expand,
water.
right?
There
What do
was
you
a
mean there's
drought.
no water? Okay. But
Can I
you
get a
have rice.
do-over? Oh.
Go ahead. Go on. What's your freaky?
Not on that. I mean, also on that, but I think I want to write a book or something.
About freaky things?
I mean, sure. There are just a lot of things that there aren't good books on.
Like bug sex.
I suppose
There's-
there's some books on that already.
There's a lot of books on that.
I gotta get me a book on that.
I can't stress to you how weird bug people are about bugs. And it's very cute, but there's like a whole society going on there. We have pushed the frontiers of mankind's knowledge of bugs far beyond what we know about like the ocean or space or plants.
There's
But
so
why?
many bugs though. Like there's so many bugs to study, and there's so many more than us. Like you can't get under the ocean to study the ocean very easily. That's why we haven't gotten to like the deep ocean stuff.
True.
I
There are
guess there's
people who
some
live
magic
under
for
the
it, but,
water.
like- right, and those people can write the books on fish. I
No, they
can't. do
can't.
that.
Ink doesn't work in the underwater. Or does
There
it?
you
I
go.
don't know.
That's a good point. They probably have no written records, so it's all translated.
Probably write in
orally.
clay, right?
I guess they could.
Sheesh,
how are
how
they
do you
gonna
write
fire it?
underwater? Oh, well, I don't know. Sheesh, how do you write underwater?
Typically don't.
Well, now we know why there's no logs on deep sea fish.
People just know them or they die.
You do the writing when you get above water again. Because ink is wet and water is wet, and you can't mix two wet things on something dry, or that just gets 3 times wet, and you can't get paper wet anyway all the way, because then it just dissolves.
I think you use chalk in the blackboard.
Wouldn't just immediately wipe off.
Not really. If you push hard enough.
I'm thinking like it's going to be either carving or like dots, right? Like it'd be like you grab a pointed chisel and you do dots into wood.
Why dots?
You could have because they're quick, they're fast. The problem with doing
Where are
like
they gonna get
cuneiform or
wood
glyphs is that
underwater.
you could get anything really. Anything that is like soft and pliable. Coral would work. Any sort of like driftwood would work.
Or already has dots in it though, so you would get confusing.
True. You could also do like leaves, even seaweed leaves would work. The point is that you just have a system. You could have like a 9x or a 3x3 grid of dots, and that would be enough to get a basic alphabet. And then you could write using that.
You thought reading was hard. Try reading dots.
You'd have to like rub your finger over it and know what the bumps mean.
Oh, that could
It
work
could
too.
potentially,
Yeah, that would actually allow it to work even like in deep underwater places that don't have a lot of natural light. So you'd have a language that would work well underwater and also like deep underwater as well. It'd be a tactile language as well as a visible language. I'll bet this is how it works.
I look at Siege.
Sorry, I was totally not paying any attention there for a moment.
We're discussing how an underwater written language would work. And we reinvented Braille.
Okay, we just made Braille again.
I suppose that would be the best way to do it.
How do you make the thing stick out?
Just punctures. You do like urchin spines through leaf. Metal tools. There's metal underwater.
There's metal underwater.
Yeah, there's metal anywhere there's earth.
They rust.
No, rust is what happens when metal reacts with water and air together at the same time.
Yeah, people breathe underwater, don't they? Like sheesh.
I mean,
there's
he
air.
doesn't breathe air underwater. He breathes water underwater.
I'm like a plant, but better.
That's true. There's no air in water.
There's oxygen in the water, and that's what they're
What the fuck
filtering.
is oxygen?
I'm not going to go into that. That's a little too complicated.
Oxygen is what fire breathes.
Fire doesn't breathe, you psychopath.
There's three main elements in the air that we breathe. There's nitrogen, there's carbon, and there's oxygen. And we mostly breathe oxygen, and fire mostly breathes oxygen. And plants mostly breathe carbon. And nitrogen is kind of just sitting there doing its own thing.
You gotta stop with this. People will start thinking you're a witch.
Now they'll think I'm an alchemist. It's a very respected profession.
Alchemists just play with chemicals and like gold.
Would you believe that oxygen is a chemical?
In the air?
In the air, yeah.
In the air, yeah.
We're breathing chemicals?
All the time.
You're made of chemicals. There's chemicals inside you right now.
Well, it's a good thing I'm immune to poisons.
Now, though? Okay.
The rest of you are fucked.
Yeah, that's why we die. We slowly breathe too much chemicals in.
True.
That's what aging is. People are just breathing a lot of poison, and it's a fucking, oh gosh.
True.
People should stop breathing.
Things without chemicals never die. Because they're ideas.
Say they don't exist.
Or energy. But energy dies sometimes.
Like
But
random
it's
about
moved
random
someplace
bullshit that
else.
don't mean nothing. Magic stuff.
Wish Kohaku wasn't too cool for us and he was here.
True.
He's doing that cool pose underneath the waterfall thinking. What do you think he's thinking about? You think it's weird stuff? I bet it's weird stuff. I bet he has the weirdest shit.
I'll bet he's kind of freaky. Actually, no, I'm taking it back. I'll bet he doesn't have much experience.
Yeah, he seems like
Thinks he's freaky, but what that actually means to him is that he's thought about giving a blowjob once.
You say that, but he has 6 nipple piercings.
That doesn't necessarily mean he's freaky.
Sure. True.
Right, that is pretty freaky.
I do kind of want to pinch him just to see what noise he makes. If it's like an ow or an ow.
I think it'd be like a hiya, and then he'd slice your head off.
I caught him
Might be worth it.
went around the corner, and I caught him practicing mooning. I think he's overthought the moon that he gave as we were escaping the kitchen that time, and now he's practicing for a better one for next time.
Okay.
I think he's just washing his ass. Everyone should wash their ass.
Everyone should wash their ass. I don't think that's what he
Well-
was doing.
That time? You mean 8 hours ago?
Yeah,
That was earlier today.
yeah, that thing like 8 hours ago that he did.
Really been weighing on him.
Yeah. The White Queen did call him out on it.
Sure.
So
I did ask about it, though. I don't think the White Queen has very many strong opinions. Aside from the lover bid.
Yeah,
You guys catch that?
I did.
Do you think he's only seen one ass before and it scarred him? Or is it more of like a I can't forget that ass, no other ass would ever replace it sort of thing? I couldn't quite read his I hate to even call it an expression.
I think that the incident that caused him to split himself off must have been related to an old lover.
Yeah, probably betrayal. Chuck one up for my
I
theory.
wonder
Probably.
if instead of information on that hat, we could get information on his weird emotional split
help.
If it's a sort of magic, I don't know, could be the same thing used on Stein, or
I've never had contact with a hat.
well, I don't think it was from the hat. I just he said he wasn't his whole self, right? I forget if I was in the room for that or if that was when I was in the other room.
Stain would have repeated it for everyone, especially when he was saying "You are whole" at Jupe. Then he'd like reiterate later on, "You're a whole person," and the White Queen said they were not. He said that he was. He had the other half, and the other half cannot move. And that they were emotionally unstable or something like that.
Given how little emotion the White Queen showed, it might be all of the emotion.
Still got anger.
Just a little bit.
I think everyone's got a little anger in them, no matter what. I'm just really good at finding it.
I don't know if Dinah has any.
Pretty sure she got something.
Maybe if you like killed me, that might be enough. Maybe.
I think if instead I had you in front of her while saying, "Wow, you're so much tighter than Jupe."
Jesus Christ.
Well, hang on, because the implication there is that you've also had me, and then she would probably
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, look at them! They're having a weird little
Oh.
That's just
They're having
boys
a thing.
being boys.
menage."
Yeah,
As
but
they
it
call
depends
it.
on how.
Yeah.
Yeah, and let's I just want to know how her reaction to her son being not son, her grandson being a whore is. Does she
I'm
know
not a
about the bug
whore.
thing? Yeah, I know, but she doesn't know that.
The bug thing isn't a real thing. I think she would have noticed when I was gone for as long as I have if I had a sticky mattress.
You think she just go into your room and sit on your bed?
I had a moment to talk alone with Dinah. When you were
You
young,
did?
she found your giant swatter. She hasn't had the heart to tell you all these years, but she told me.
She found it, yeah. Oh damn, I can't ever look her in the eyes again. She
Yeah.
knows about the swatter.
She knows about the swatter.
Did I just beat myself with it, telling myself I was a bad insect or something?
No,
How
it's
would you
bad.
use that on oneself? I just
I'm a bad bug.
I don't know a better way to
Bzz.
tell you this than to simply tell you this. The next time that we're in town, I'm buying a fly swatter, and I am going to do things to you with it.
Stop, Jupe. You'll make him come in the water. That's insanitary.
That is
I'm not gonna
unsanitary.
stand up for a minute.
You're a naughty little fly. You're not supposed to be in the pantry.
Huh?
You dirty fly, get out of my soup.
Can I pretend I'm an ant and I'm in the sugar and you can step on me?
Oh, I'm a famous scientist from 130 years ago, and we're going to test biogenesis theory tonight. That's a joke that the two of us can get. That's an
Yeah.
entomology joke.
A sneaky
never
little
know.
ant has made its way into my kitchen. I hope he didn't leave a line of piss behind him for the rest of the ants to follow.
It's not piss.
They piss.
I'm not a...
Ants piss in line.
No, they don't piss. It's not piss.
Ants don't piss.
Tell them it's not piss, Allie.
It's not piss.
So
Have
ants
you
don't
smelled
piss.
Tabaxi Pete? It's not great.
Not normally.
You're welcome,
Oh.
Drake.
I'm not a dog. I don't go around sniffing places.
Well, that's good. Good to know you're not into that.
Who said I wasn't?
You did just now when you said you didn't go around sniffing things.
Well, yeah, I don't sniff things. There's a place for that.
Okay.
I bet Nara's into really weird shit.
Always the quiet ones.
It's always a quiet one. Look at him. Shifty.
He's just standing there.
I was doing like that meme with the side eye, looking back.
The side-eye monkey.
Yeah, the swing.
Let me guess. It's monkeys, ain't it? You fuck monkeys.
Nah, it's just my alias. Or no, that was Javeth. Fuck.
I'm sorry. How'd you develop a name for fucking monkeys without fucking monkeys?
Long story.
We have a flashback to Stein and Nara in the forest with the monkeys that swear. While they tried
swearing
yeah,
monkeys.
the swearing monkeys who stole Sheesh's knife after he threw it at them,
Forgot about that.
and they tried to make a pelt. They tried to do some leather working on it, and it failed miserably because it was really humid.
Ugh.
That was when Stein realized leather working wasn't for him. Sorry, that was Stein. But Stein realized he wasn't like a leather worker.
Yeah, it's kind of a harsh process.
So let me guess, you're into like taxidermy. Yeah, that's
What?
what you're into. You're probably one of those taxidermy people.
He's a taxidermy person.
So like, you grab your partner, right? Someone willing, and you lay them out on the table, and you put on these big old gloves, and you say, "I'm gonna stuff you. I'll mount you on this wall." And
I'm
you're
following
gonna
so far.
and you're gonna stand there and you're gonna take it. You can't move because you're dead.
Oh, you lost me.
So don't move or anything. And they gotta hold still and stay in the role of a taxidermy animal while they stick their like wrist in you.
Yeah, I can't say that does anything for me.
Yeah, this is pretty wild.
Yeah.
I thought the shit I made up was pretty insane, but this is pretty insane.
Well, I mean, he's got the right side, or is it left? That's a ridged fist. It's ribbed for her pleasure. His pleasure? I don't know what you're into.
Have we not asked this? What are you into, Nara?
Taxidermy.
I think I don't know. Love's between anyone that you love can be between anyone, you know?
I like it.
Okay. Yeah.
So pansexual.
Or at
What's
least
that?
being romantic.
I never really found pans that hot. Well, they are hot, but they can be hot.
They work best when
Technically.
they're hot.
He did the one. He did the joke.
You made the joke. The joke that's always made about,
He
about
did.
the thing.
The
He
pants.
did the joke.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's
I
okay.
guess he's like
God.
50 years old.
That wasn't meant to be a slam. That was me doing the thing I do where I always point out when a joke is made to kill the joke.
Nara, it means if there's a hole, you're going to stick it in. No matter what they are.
Or you can just kiss. You
Or-
don't have to do anything beyond that.
The
if you
mouth
want.
is just a hole, Ali.
Oh my god.
I mean that's a form of love. That's a form of expressing love.
People are just a constellation of holes.
See, this is why I giggled about the whole person thing earlier. It was, yeah.
I feel like Nara was about to say something really sweet there,
Go
and then we got constellation of holes.
Oh, that's my track of thought.
That's really just a damn
Aw.
shame.
So holes, right? You don't care about which one.
uh, I appreciate both, I guess.
You appreciate both holes.
Sure.
There's more than two holes usually.
Oh, he means ears, because everyone has two of those.
Oh, he likes when people listen to him. Go on, Nara. Tell us
People-
about your exploits.
People do that?
What? Listen to people?
No.
Your ears shouldn't be big enough for that. No.
People can make it fit.
I guess if, like, you have really big ears and the person's really small,
That's what
that
your
just
shrink
seems
spell is
dangerous,
for.
though. No.
That's just like washing your ears out, right?
Right, but you shouldn't be shoving things into your ears. It pushes all the wax at the back of your canal, and then it gets compacted. And
You guys have wax. The candles.
oh, I guess you wouldn't, huh? Or would you with the feathers? I really just need to read on kobolds so I can understand how the fuck you work.
I'm kind of a professional at being a kobold.
Yeah, you've got, like, 10 plus years experience.
And some. So Sheesh is into sushi play. You're a bug fucker.
No.
Nara likes holes. And Jupe. What are you,
Yeah.
Jupe?
He has to be tied up to come.
Yeah. No, that explains a lot.
Oh, so two can play
Yeah.
at this game, I see.
Mhm.
He's a
Go on
rope
then,
boy.
tell them what I'm into.
Well, that's why we do the web thing, because it kind of has some cross play. You just have
Fucking
to be
knew
tied
it.
up. That's why the if you were so good with your rope tying, you had to tie yourself up in your. It all started with your hammock. You got caught in that one time, and you just kind of woken something, and you've not been the same since.
So you gotta tie yourself up to get off?
See, he has taken a very interesting strategy where he says something that is believable so that it could actually be true.
Well, they
Um,
believed you. You believed. Yeah, they believed your insect fucker theory.
True, yeah, they definitely all believed every word that I said, for sure.
Yep, they did.
Truth be told, I've liked everything that we've tried so far, but I haven't tried a lot yet, so we're still figuring out what I like.
Damn, that's open. Well, it's a good thing with bug catcher because you can try a whole lot of things.
I found that being very open makes it much easier to lie when I need to.
Yeah, like with a butt plug
Oh, what?
that opens you up real big.
Oh.
Quit messing around in the chest by my bed.
I didn't know that goes inside you. It's pretty big.
Well, you don't start with that one.
That's like the final boss.
Yeah.
Is it just like a challenge? Do you actually get off to it?
Well, I've never actually used that one.
Oh, so it's
It just came in a set, and I mean, it felt weird to get rid of it.
I bet I could use that one. Go big or go home.
I'm just gonna go appropriately sized and feel good about that.
What is appropriately sized? How wide do you stretch open?
Now we're getting into a little.
Zucchini? Cucumber?
Zucchinis also come in various sizes. They're not
Jesus
all one
Christ.
uniform diameter.
I don't know, plants.
You can have a zucchini that's as big around as your head, so no.
I ain't never seen a zucchini that big. Did they grow
Hasn't
that big in
been
Merveille?
Yeah, Merveille has a lot of giant things.
Which one's the zucchini?
It's the long green one that doesn't taste like water.
The waters are called cukes.
Okay. Okay.
It's like if you took a pumpkin and then made it long and green instead of round and orange.
Okay.
Oh, you don't know which one a pumpkin is either yet, do you?
I remember some of these words, but I'm still getting it straight.
It's a squash. You
Squash.
can technically make like noodles and stuff out of it, but I think it's weird when people do that.
You know why they call them squash?
What is it?
People find out if they're ready to go by crushing them between their thighs. You squash them.
Wouldn't that make it not useful?
No, you can eat it out of their thighs.
Okay, this is a sex thing.
No, but also if you squash one of the squashes, then the rest of the batch usually means it's ready because they grow at the same time. So
Typically,
you
you
sacrifice one.
typically you just push on the bottom a little bit, and there's some give
You know
there.
about pushing bottom.
Oh, he fucking got you. He fucking
He
roasted
did.
you.
He got me roasted like a zucchini.
You roast zucchinis.
You can.
I like them raw.
Wait, zucchini you like raw? That's a little weird.
Yeah. I like most things raw.
Like your sex?
Yeah, is there any other way? How do you have cooked sex?
Raw is a term meaning unprotected.
See, Gru and I
Always
like this
protected.
thing we call a sous vide.
Sous vide?
How does this work? Tell us more.
Probably doesn't work well for you less wet types, but you get into warm water bath and you just kind of slip inside each other and soak.
Is there a bag involved?
Doesn't have to be.
Oh, I was expecting like some sort of like linen bag that you put yourselves in.
Well, sometimes he wants me to put this one over his head, but I feel so it feels dangerous.
I mean, he could breathe water through it, right? So if you're underwater, it should be fine. I guess the bag could get like caught in his gills.
Right, and when you have the bag over your face as well as the water, you're basically waterboarding yourself. It's still a very not pleasant thing. But I do what he wants.
Jesus.
Whatever floats your boat. What do they say in the flotilla?
Floats your boat is a pretty common expression, although obviously those aren't the words we use.
What words do you use?
Great question.
What sinks your ship?
No, it's just iron sandic for floats your boat.
Oh.
Languages are so weird in D&D. It's like I know this language, but I can't tell you a single word in it.
Right.
I swear I know it.
We were talking like this in front of Nico because Nico doesn't understand us. Don't you stupid fuck. Who's a good stupid boy?
He just
That's
turns to you and blinks off with off time.
One eye
Slow
than
blink.
the other.
Yeah,
Yeah, slow blink.
yeah, one eye than the other. I give him a treat, and then I start scrubbing his back. Let's get you clean, buddy. You've been fighting a lot. No, you should make him stop fighting. He gets hurt a lot.
He does. But I don't know. If he was by himself, he would do like hunting by himself, and he would do other stuff that would put him in harm. So it's good that he's actually learning how to defend himself.
I guess I just don't want to see him get stepped on by a big old chess piece.
Yeah, me neither.
I swear
So
he
what-
gets bigger every day. Is that normal for a dragon?
Oh no, he's fat.
Why are you feeding him?
So fat.
Who's
He eats
sneaking
too
him
much
treats?
risotto.
I blame Sheesh.
It's all he ever was.
Just rice? Risotto is just rice, right? Just wet rice.
Usually you mince up like garlic and onions and other vegetables in there and cook it with either wine or broth or both, butter.
I want to try
Some,
risotto.
some dirt for seasoning.
Yeah, for the texture.
Stop seasoning things with dirt.
Salt is dirt.
They got the little crunch. Is salt dirt or is salt water?
No, there's salt in salt water.
I know, that's why it's water.
It's water.
When you make water dry, it turns into salt.
Well, not all the time, because not all water has salt in it.
Yeah, just the salty water.
Yes.
What does not salty water turn into?
Vapor. And
Like
so,
air?
so does salt water. It also just turns into vapor, but it leaves the salt behind.
But there's no salt in water.
I beg to differ.
We're talking in circles here, which reminds me of a new subject. Let me introduce you to the water cycle.
I know
That's
that
all.
one. You drink it and then it comes out of you.
Yes, that's part of it.
And it's salty. Is that where salt comes from?
Oh,
It's just a lot of
God.
fish pee.
Lord help the children.
It's fish pee, isn't it?
You guys think we're actually ready for the Red Queen?
Huh? I think I am.
I don't know if she's ready for you, though.
Well, I got to affirm consent first.
It's good.
I'm so proud of you.
I'm expecting our fight tomorrow to go fine, but not overwhelmingly
Queen?
good. Yeah.
What's the worst he could do?
We know he'd
Kill
lead.
us all, but
He said it wouldn't.
Yes, he did say he'd pull at least that punch, right?
yeah.
Can you pull the punch when you're casting spells?
No, not really. You kind of have to full force it. I mean, I guess he could miss aim and only graze us, but that doesn't seem to really fit the spirit of what we're trying to do.
You can just use, I don't know, weak spells, I guess, or
Right, but that won't give us a good gauge of if we can take the Red Queen if he's only using his low-level magic.
true.
Maybe we'll be pleasantly surprised and do better than we thought, but I don't know. I feel like the chess pieces alone can still kick her ass. So
I mean, we kicked all their asses. Even some of them didn't even have any asses.
well, we did kill them, but we also took a lot of damage in the process, and that on top of the Red Queen, who is, I don't know, her tipper's
She's
pretty
heavy, but I
ferocious.
can take her.
Not if you're, when she knocks you out, she just moves on. It's not like you can keep her attached to you.
I'm pretty hard to knock out.
You've literally died.
I'm still here, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess. If it does go well, I guess we can continue with that. But if it doesn't, what are we doing?
I need to find
Suppose,
Talon.
yeah, back to Neverland?
I
Or,
want to get Trophy back.
Get Trophy back. We need to start beating witches because we got a lot to get through. I just assume that the other queens go, or the other witches go along with what the Red Queen says because she's, powerful. If she wasn't, the other witches would just do something about it.
You think there'll be more witches there? Cersei was there.
Yeah, apparently I'm. What would you have done if we ran into her?
I don't know. I suppose I would have tried to talk to her, I guess, but I don't know what would have come from that.
I'd give her a bomb and leave. Solves your problems, right?
Maybe.
Unless the curse stays even when she dies.
I mean,
Well, the other
Katie said,
witches have said,
right. Katie said if we get rid of her, she could fix it. But after some of the things that I've learned, I do kind of want to talk to her. I suppose I'm still deciding whether it's worth trading the opportunity to talk for the opportunity to have the element of surprise.
What do you even say to her? That anyone hasn't.
Why?
Pretty sure people have asked her why.
Maybe. But I don't know. I get the impression that she doesn't give many people the chance to talk. Or maybe that many people don't give her the chance to talk.
Well, she was at a party, so I think she does let people talk.
It is very unusual, yeah. That's why if I had seen her there, I would have tried to talk.
You want to go there now in a different disguise?
I don't know if that's safe. But kind of. I'm sure the party's over at this point.
you made it sound like it's still going.
How long do these shindigs last?
Anywhere between days to, I've heard of some lasting for
Hours.
weeks.
Really? And they don't have an orgy? It's just a bunch of rich people mulling about, smoking and talking about rich people stuff?
It's usually only a day.
Okay.
There are in the instance where you have people who have traveled long distances, those people will remain for additional days, and there may be smaller gatherings with them. But the main party experience is usually just the one day.
So maybe they're still around. Unless Cersei's got a way to get out easy.
I mean, I assume she would just use magic to return, but
Is that the
I
kind
guess
of
she-
magic she has?
I don't know.
I know Talon could, because that's what her hat does, right?
Right. It depends on what her hat does and what her innate magical abilities are.
She gives people sickness. Maybe she could travel at the speed of a pandemic.
Well, that's just the speed of normal travel.
Yeah, so I guess she walks. Maybe she moves at the speed of a sneeze. Do you think she can fly? Can all witches fly?
No, not all of them can. Also, a sneeze is like, oh god damn it, this is in meters. I don't want to use meters. 4.5 meters a second.
We all use meters
Yeah,
here.
why wouldn't we use meters? Meters are a reasonable measurement that might exist in a fantasy setting.
Because I don't know what they are.
12 feet per second. Meter is about 3 feet.
Okay.
I run faster than the sneeze.
It's
Maybe
not,
my sneezes are faster.
it's not quite, but it's close enough, especially in small measurements.
Right. So that's not super fast.
I admit I am eager to get to the Cersei stuff, but I feel that we are probably not ready for it. I think
Right.
that's kind of one of the reasons that I'm secretly hopeful we are ready for the Red Queen. Is feels like a good proving ground, sort of, and it'd be helping a lot of people.
We don't
It
even
would
need
be.
to kill the Red Queen. We
Be
just need to
nice.
snatch her weave.
Right. I got to admit, it's going to be a little bit less satisfying to defuse this without your parents knowing how close they came to being in mortal danger.
You can rub it in their faces.
Yeah, but that's if they believe me.
They believe us, right?
Or if you want, you can wait till they're at the chopping block and then save them.
Just wait for that dramatic timing.
Yeah, just don't fuck
They
it
would
up.
probably be one of the first.
Wait, why would they be the first?
I mean, pretty high up there.
Well, they're dukes, right? Yeah, they're like directly underneath.
Right.
I didn't know your parents were such big movers and shakers.
I mean, I guess. It's still weird to talk about them.
Your parents?
Yeah.
What's so weird about it?
I don't know. I feel like I should know more about them being my parents and all, but
They're weird looking.
hey. That's the wigs. They're fine
Yeah.
without the wigs.
And the big dress.
Yeah, and the
She
clothes.
looks like your mom looked like a cake. I'd eat it, but you'd kill me.
I feel like it's going to be a not very tasty cake.
Is she hiding the real cake? The dress is a fake.
I mean,
The cake is a lie.
they do use like pads on their butts to make them look bigger, yeah. Did you think that she had that
Trustworthy.
weird bulbous butt?
For a moment, I was wondering why you didn't have one. The size of most doors.
Yeah, they have to like go through sideways a lot of doors, just get them through.
It's like they're sneaking a painting from a gallery out. That'd be a great way to like steal paintings. You think she's stealing paintings?
I mean, they have enough money; they probably don't need to go around stealing paintings. But I guess if she found a painting she really wanted at someone's party, she could steal it. But like when they come to their house and they see the painting, it's like, oh, where'd you get that stolen painting at?
It's a
You
copy
know,
of the stuff you have because I liked it very much. That's a lie you could say, right?
I don't know how well it would go over, but potentially.
Yeah, the queen doesn't seem like she likes when people have stuff that's like hers, like the color red, apparently. It's kind of petty.
A little lot petty, yeah.
Very petty.
Is that why we don't see any red kobolds around?
Yeah, probably. I never thought about that, but yeah, she probably limits the kobold imports.
Imports. Oh, you mean like the slave trade?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad the red kobolds aren't being traded. Cocked ball-shaped doors to better accommodate the dresses and hips. Oh, okay. A note from the DM. Some recent Mervean buildings have been installing cock and ball-shaped doors to better accommodate the dresses and hips.
Oh, good. No. Great. We're gonna have cock and ball shaped.
That's why the doors were that shape. Okay.
The architecture is just really going downhill in this new era.
I mean, it's pretty good. You don't see many doors that shape.
Mm, not if the Red Queen gets her way. You see how many different styles of decor she had going on in that house?
Yeah, it's kind of tacky.
A little bit. Castle,
That was all
house.
expensive, though.
Expensive doesn't mean good.
I bet if we snagged a few paintings and sold them somewhere else, we'd make a lot of money.
If we go back to talk to Cersei, we can grab a couple of paintings and make up some money for it. War funds.
All right, but who's going to wear the big dress to sneak them out?
I pointed Ali.
I had a feeling it would be me.
And I pointed Nara. That's where you sneak Nico through.
Oh yeah, we could put Nara or Nico underneath the dress. That's a good point.
And I pointed Kohaku. And I can sneak underneath his dress.
Uh,
And I
I-
pointed
I-
Jupe. What?
no, not to downplay it or anything, but I don't think this motioning towards his face is that pretty. I don't know if I could like.
Honey, there's something called makeup. Maybe a bag.
The back is makeup.
Maybe
A
the
bag
Red
with a
Queen
drawing on it.
would see your red scales and want to keep you as her purse kobold.
Oh,
but
wait.
you're not-
You're not allowed to have red scales. That's her thing. Remember? You gotta hide it.
Yeah, it's a good thing she didn't see me.
We gotta bag up your arm and your entire side.
How could you own a color?
Her name is the Red Queen.
You can't, but she's trying her damnedest. It's kind of the deal, though. It's like, yeah, she's just limiting everyone to not have red. It's I should have just made my outfit bright red.
Hell yeah.
When we go
That
fight
would've-
her, I want to.
Okay, if we fight her, you can make your outfit bright red.
Yeah.
It's a good idea to not make it bright red while we're sneaking in.
Yeah, that would have been a little obvious.
No, but we really should coordinate. We should all wear red that day.
Yeah, well, we're red.
So we can't fight her tomorrow, no matter what, because we have to go find all this red fabric.
I'm sure they sell it in Merveille. Oh, but they probably don't, do they? She'd have her own tailor make the red stuff.
There might be. Ooh, we could.
The robot.
There might
Oh,
be
that-
some in the castle, but we'd have to
the
sneak back
mannequin.
in the castle again.
Steal her clothes? I don't think they're our size.
No, I'd have to take them in considerably.
We can
Or
all
let
wear
them out
one of her dresses.
considerably. I wonder if her clothes are changing size. I guess magic does that.
What's her normal size, I guess?
The big one.
That's her normal. Okay, so are her clothes normal size and then they shrink when she eats a crumpet or whatever you call it?
I would assume so. Although, how does the clothes know to shrink? Really, she should just shrink and then have to wear smaller clothes. I'll have to ask Dinah about the tarts next time. Probably should have done that before we sent her back. Oh well.
I mean, you could have given her a sending stone.
I didn't have one.
What a shame.
We gave
Probably
one,
could have made one.
we gave one to the White Queen. We could probably use that to speak to her if we needed to.
Oh, right. That's Shisha's one, right?
Yeah.
White Queen's a him.
Well,
It
right, but
throws me off too.
we could use the White Queen stone to talk to Dinah.
Yeah, her.
Right.
She's naturally thick though, right?
Yes, the Red Queen is naturally that large.
No, Dinah.
Dinah, yeah.
Dinah,
Yeah,
I don't think she's necessarily particularly thick. She's this little old lady.
she eats so much desserts. I think she's naturally thick.
Metabolism is
bakes.
surprisingly high.
She bakes a lot of desserts.
Yeah. Assumably she tastes them.
No,
No,
she just trusts herself.
She's done it
That's how
so
you
much
get-
at this point. It's muscle
These things
memory.
have a way of working out.
that's how you get a plus 20 to your baking. Is she knows.
Yeah, sometimes you follow a recipe. Sometimes things just happen. Whatever.
Things just happen. What the heck?
What a good quote. Sheesh. That just sounds like life. Things just happen. What the heck?
I heard that from a very wise skeleton.
Really?
The Hogfather gives presents.
When is Hog's Watch? Do we get presents? Do I get coal?
Find out.
Well, all this talk of bugs and ropes and
Oh, makes you really horny, huh? Yeah, go ahead. You're excused.
it might be good to turn in for the night. Maybe. Don't laugh, it's your fault.
Yeah, you're the one who made him horny.
I'm laughing at the idea that we need to be excused by this cretin.
Would you like to
That's
borrow
a
a cup
good
of
point.
sugar, you horny little ant?
Can you mix it into some water first and maybe dye it red for me?
Why would I do that?
Because a lot of bugs are attracted to bright
hummingbirds are-
colors.
Oh, really?
Hummingbirds are basically bugs.
That's why flowers are bright. Well, I mean, it's the two things evolve towards each other.
I've got some sugar cubes and tea. We don't have to wait on them.
Pouring hot tea on Jupiter while he screams in the background. Is this
Well,
BDSM?
we have magic to cool it off.
But what's the point? It's like wax play, but it's boiling water play. You gotta pour the hot water on his nipples.
Clearly, we
Is it-
haven't experimented enough. I don't understand what he's talking about.
This if cold water makes your nipples perk up, this hot water make it perk up too, or make it soft.
I'd assume it depends on the person, and if
Ask
it's
you
too
for
hot,
science.
it probably would just hurt.
It's fine. Nipples grow back.
No,
No, they don't.
don't.
What do you mean?
They don't grow back.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, really.
Okay. Huh.
You haven't like bit a nipple off or something, have you?
No?
Okay, just checking.
I mean, I don't know what the other guy does. It's
I
not
don't think he's
100%.
biting any nipples. He strikes me as the type who wouldn't want to look at a nipple. He could avert his eyes and all that.
Really? What's wrong with nipples?
Nothing, but he also just kind of, I don't know. He thinks weird.
He must still be hung up over Chalice. If you have the same memory. I gave up that. What would you call it? Oath? A long time ago. Life's too short for dead people. Not that dead people have lives. I mean, like, it's too short for dead people to hold you back.
Maybe.
I guess some people, dead people, have lives, and that's what zombies are. Ghosts. I lost my train of thought.
They have been in the tub a while.
It's
Or
pretty
spring.
hot. All right, you freaky bugs, do the worm. Have fun.
We're not going to do anything that freaky. Well, actually, we're probably going to do some freaky things, but nothing bug related.
Yeah, spew your silk all over his face.
You know what? Whatever you got to think of tonight.
You nasty, nasty as fuck spider.
Imagining us is free.
If it isn't, I'd still do it.
Yeah. I mean, if you want to pay
I-
us, even better.
I
was
like
gonna say, yeah.
I just like to steal.
Oh, I get it.
Okay.
Amazing.
In fact, you making it a crime makes it even harder.
You know what? Don't you dare think of us.
It's 2 gold per night.
Holy shit. I'm making bank. Not paying these whores.
Do you think if we told the other one that he's been stealing from us, he would give us all the gold?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's why I'm also, between you and me, I really am going to ask the other guy how long, like, I'm going to try to come up with an arrangement, right? Where they each have an amount of time and then switch back. But he's going to walk all over the other guy. If I let the two of them negotiate directly, the other guy's going to get walked over. There's no way around it.
Right. It's probably why there's not been any negotiation. I mean, I guess they can't really talk to each other anyway.
Right.
I mean, he said daily. Does that seem reasonable?
It seems frequent.
That does seem frequent. I feel like you wouldn't get to exist in a continuous state though.
Right. I feel like you'd want to be able to experience what it's like to look forward to tomorrow.
Right.
I feel like I would want to do it weekly.
That seems about right. One
Maybe
week at a
even
time.
monthly, but weekly sounds right. Maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks sounds right.
Get 2 weekends.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 weeks, and then, like, have special clauses for certain events. Like, oh, I really want to catch the next time we're in a thunderstorm or whatever.
So like they could put in a request to swap it under certain conditions.
Yeah. God,
Okay.
this sounds so boring. We've made something so interesting sound so boring, but I don't know. I feel like there's got to be an answer here.
Sounds like custody agreements in a divorce.
Right.
It really does.
It sure does.
Are you my dad's?
All right, now you get him for this week. You get him for 1 week off and 1 week on, but I get him for Christmas.
I don't know. That makes the bug thing kind of kinkier.
You have 2 bug dads.
My bug dads, my freaky bug dads. Which one's gonna get their head eaten off?
That's the best part. Since we're both the dad, we don't.
Oh yeah, they just survive. Grill bugs are scary. So you think they're doing it mantis style right now?
I don't know. I hope they're giving the moth thing a shot.
We'll see if there's light coming out from behind that rock. It's either that or he just pulls out a jar of beetles, just dumps it.
Ugh.
Ew. We either need to invest in a thicker walled tent or sleep further away. Although it's kind of hot. Never mind. Not the bugs.
No, certainly not the bugs.
You hear that? She kind of likes it when we listen.
Shut up! I did not say that. Now I'm gonna have to whisper if you can hear me that well. God damn it.
Really high perception. I didn't hear shit.
I still have those potions that I picked up at that shop.
Oh man, you want to try a couple?
Oh, a couple you want to mix and match here. Okay. Sure.
So, Nara, who would you?
What?
Who would you in the group?
Yeah, I better go get dinner going. I pat Nico on the way out. The growing boy needs his risotto.
God bless you.
Nico goes after with Sheesh to get his risotto.
Traitor.
I think I involved a kid in this question. Haku's been unconscious the entire time.
He's just face down in the pool.
Just floating.
I drag him out into this like rock. There you go, buddy. Nice full moon. Just ass up.
Face down, ass up, so if he pukes, it doesn't kill him.
He just pukes a rainbow over the edge of these rocks here. Well, come on, who would you?
Everyone's nice.
So you do everyone? Is that a yes or no? I need an affirmation. You know, when you're consenting. It's a yes or no. You don't really go in the middle.
Look at all those stars that are out tonight.
Yeah, we'll make it easy.
As he
Kohaku?
leans back in the hot path.
He leans as well and he looks at the stars. What about Kohaku? Look at that ass. Would you?
Kohaku is very, attractive and stoic among other things.
So what do you think about when you think of him? You reverse the roles, you put him in this place, you make him kneel.
Courageous.
In bed?
Why is everything in bed for you? Why is everything?
That's the question.
Stain, why are you so sexual?
I can't love Nara. I can't be loved. I take what I got. This is what I got.
Yeah.
So you want to bang him or not? And if yes, what do you think about?
Kohaku is handsome.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very upstanding fellow.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this hot bath. It feels so nice.
Yeah, it does. So you never
Yeah.
think about dislodging the stick from his ass?
Wait, what?
You never think he could just use a good lay and he'd loosen up?
Maybe. Who knows?
Do you have any strong opinions on anyone? What do you think of me? I inspire very strong reactions usually.
Kind of lowers his mouth below the water and blows bubbles.
What are you doing in front of my crotch?
Shut up, you're over there. I'm over here. We're side
right
by
here.
side.
I'm right next to you. So no strong feelings about me too?
No. But I
Then
think that
why'd you kiss
describes
me?
you like you have a...
One, why'd you kiss me?
tries to think to himself. Well,
I didn't ask for it.
yeah. Well, just because I wanted to.
You wanted to kiss me. Why?
Well, I... hmm. I don't... Well... I don't like seeing you so hard on yourself all the time. And by being hard on yourself, you're hard on other people. So, without thinking, I don't know, felt like doing something, catch you off guard. Something that maybe you might have enjoyed. But then I kind of thought back to your circumstances and how dumb an idea that was, so...
So you thought you could fix me by kissing me?
I mean, usually I hesitate on everything, on all decisions, but like I don't know, it was kind of like a knee-jerk reaction.
Huh. You like it?
Yeah, I
Yeah, gay.
no, just like bangs his head against the back of the headrest for the hot bath.
You like kissing boys. That's what you're into. Hey guys, he likes to kiss boys.
Oh, I mean, not just in general. Only if it's like accepted, reciprocated.
You tried to kill me, you idiot. I forgave that because you didn't know that.
Yeah.
It was nice. The brief moments. And I was gone. I don't know how long it was.
Well, one thing you could add to your list is we'll find a way where you could actually experience all of it.
Experience all of what? What is it to you?
Life.
I do experience life.
Love.
He does the so and so gesture.
It's not fair to have to deal with loss and not love.
You only feel lost if you've loved.
Yeah. You feel it, but do you experience it?
Back in Camelot, I was a part of this kind of group. We'd steal from well-off people and kind of redistribute what we can to people who need it. And I had a partner named Lots. Big guy. Real big. Real fucking dumb. I liked him. It was simple. He liked me too, eventually. So past this, he just gestures at himself. Being a shitty little dude with a foul mouth. Just the most unlovable creature. And he stuck with me. He saw past my foul mouth and my aggression. And when we started kind of hanging out more, I realized that I was seeing him less. Back then, I didn't know what was going on. Just that he'd say he hasn't seen me in a day, or it was 3 days, and it was a week. And then he'd say that I ran away from him screaming, and I don't remember that at all. So I stayed away. I mean, I missed him, but I didn't want him to think I didn't like him. I like Lots a lot.
What do you think? What do you think he's doing now?
Probably still working with Skylark and the boys.
Well, it's a good thing about making friends. Sometimes you don't see each other for a good amount of time, and then sometimes you cross paths again, and then you catch up.
I don't know what I'd say to him. Even if I don't switch with the other guy. Hey, I know I just left without saying anything. I didn't even leave you a note. I just left. Kind of shitty.
There was circumstances to it, though. If he was a real friend, he'd understand.
I don't know. There are a lot of people I thought were my real friends. You know what happened. Jupe could have been a misunderstanding, sure. He didn't get it when I said, I feel like I'm dying. But Tankard and Goblet, maybe they were just possessed. Maybe it was all the spirits doing that. And it wasn't their fault at all. But they were the one who let the spirits out. They were the one who let themselves become the host. I don't think they fought back at all when they killed everyone. And I think they enjoyed hurting me. Because they took their time. Those were the people I trusted the most. And then Talon was someone I thought I could trust.
Yeah. I think we all underestimated how much influence her hat has over her and her emotions, and
Yeah.
making her be laser focused on one and only one thing.
Bringing her father back.
Yeah.
You know, someone told me I could bring Chalice back. But I had to kill people to do it. I just wouldn't. Chalice wouldn't have wanted it. Lord Tavern was a nice guy. Every time we'd rob someone, Skylark said, "Hey, don't touch Tavern stuff. He's one of the good ones. He looks out for the little guys." But he's dead. And she's heartless. I don't think this world has justice in it. And if it does, it's people who think their justice is the right one. I believe Talon thinks she's doing the right thing. I think Cersei thinks she's doing the right thing. All in the name of justice. Their justice.
Yeah.
What's your justice?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's about pure justice, but I just believe in doing what's right, and what's right is we're all in this world together, and there's plenty to go around, land, resources.
How's that going for you?
Not great. And that's because of the many other things in this world, like greed. And there's a lot of things that make people not think of others, and more so of how they can get more.
It's because people are fundamentally evil and greedy creatures who need other greedy people to show them that they're being greedy.
It could also be emptiness in some parts of their lives where their circumstances, they just fill that hole that they're missing or whatever with just something.
I fill my holes with dick.
Yeah.
That makes me feel happy. But I think I'm just. There's something in me missing. Or fundamentally broken. When you want to test the hardness of glass, it's destined to break. I
Yeah.
think I've been tested enough, and
I'm no glasswork expert, but if that glass breaks, you can smelt it down and make it anew. Maybe even better.
depends on the glass. It'll never be the same again.
It might be for the worse, but it might be for the better.
Do you think I'm better?
Uh,
To the other guy,
I-
do you think I'm better?
I don't think either of you are better than the other one. You both have,
Of course.
like, Stein, I think he was actually pretty good at cooking. He helped out Sheesh a lot. But you're
I can
better
cook.
at, yeah,
I just don't do it. Because that's Shisha's thing.
right. But just because he could cook and you can't doesn't make him better. Just because, like, you could maybe fight better than
I just said I could cook. I just don't do it because that's Shisha's thing.
Oh,
Everyone who wants to survive on their own has to know how to cook. You can cook, right?
on a stick, yeah.
Stick is the best way to cook things. Would you ever do it again?
Do what?
Kiss me.
He looks at you, blushes, and uh, mm,
Good night,
I already,
Nara.
I, I, I,
I don't know what that means. But
God bless this man.
I already initiated it the first time. If you really liked it, then you should kiss me.
it's not the question. I aimed the ballista at Nara. Would you kiss me or not?
There's no ballista. Put the water fountain down.
Crossbow to your head. Would you kiss me or not?
Nah.
You fed sitting twat. Answer.
Yeah. But only if you want to. I don't kiss anyone just to kiss them.
That was a test. You'd kill me.
What?
I just told you kissing me would kill me.
God damn
I
it.
asked. That's what I was asking.
I
Would you
like
kill
these.
me?
I don't like these damned if you do, damned if you don't questions.
I'm just asking if you would. You could just say no. I'd be like, yeah, thank you. You understand.
But what if it's that, I don't know, one time like it actually works and like you actually maybe your curse expires after a certain time.
There's no working like that for me, Narum. I'm like this forever. I don't want to think of myself as just a curse. I work with what I got, you know. Everyone looks at me and says, "What a pitiful little shit. He can't be loved." It's fine. I got a dick and it works.
Yeah. But all I'm saying is like it might be permanent, but like I don't know, man. I've seen some crazy magic that does like the impossible. That's magic in itself. So like if a curse could be put on you, it could be taken off. And we're gonna be traveling around so much more. Like who knows what we'll come across, you know? I've heard there's like even some kind of like incantation or a spell that like makes you request anything to come true. Which I think is just a load of crap. But
Yeah, I've read Latin too.
yeah. It's just a fairy tale.
I can't wait for fairy tales, Nara. It's just the real life.
Sometimes life imitates a fairy tale. I mean, look at where we're at right now. Kinda.
Yeah, I guess this is like a sacred spring area. You got Alistair and Jupe over in that corner banging like mosquitoes, sucking the blood of each other.
Like majestic moths.
I don't think moths drink blood. I think butterflies do. Yeah, I bet they're mosquitoes because they suck each other with their proboscises. That straw thing they have.
Boss guy.
Thanks. Don't talk with your mouth full. The sheesh is over there stirring a pot.
I don't know if he's actually cooking or just making the sounds. And I'm here with you in the waterfall under the stars. And I can't do anything about it.
Mm,
I'm not into single dads anyway.
Damn.
wow. Nara thinks for a little bit, then gets up, stretches. Well, but whoa. Nara drapes himself over Stain. Oh
Hey, what
man.
the fuck?
Oh god, I've tripped. Oh man. Oh, my leg. I can't move. Wait, just hold on. I just gotta
No, you idiot! Underwater.
wait, no. I'm not pulling my full weight. I'm not trying to drown you.
Kicking in the water.
Stain. Hoist Stain up.
Spits water on his face. I
No,
have
just-
6 strength, you idiot!
Sorry. I forgot how much I weigh.
I don't
but
know. A lot,
Well,
badass.
sorry. You mind if I just rest here for a little bit? My legs are kind of rolled my ankle in the water.
You roll your like, you know, fine. Only because you're clumsy
Thanks. I
and
appreciate
helpless.
it. Nora just hugs Stain. Lays on him for a little bit.
You know you're waterboarding with your fur, right?
Oh,
There's
sorry.
so much water.
Sorry.
He just leans in and shuts his eyes. And he raises one hand kind of hesitantly and just puts it on Nara's hip and squeezes. And he like winces and waits for anything to happen. And it doesn't, he just relaxes.
Because the hot baths and being so relaxed. Nora probably like almost passes out like on your shoulder.
This idiot passes out here, he's gonna drown. I'm gonna like paddle him off to the side over some moss. Come on, get your chunky half dragon ass over this rock. Huh? Eh.
Flops.
I sit on top of him victoriously. Like he's a prize catch. You were overheating. I think he's dead.
I
Oh,
I yeah. I think we've been in the bath too long. Do you wanna I harvested some berries around here. I'm not sure if they're like enchanted or anything, but like I think they're good.
Berries.
Yeah, like for dessert. You know, wrap up the night, have some berries, and
What kind of berries?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know if they're poisonous or not. Or like
I don't
enchanted.
mind like enchanted. I can deal with poison. I don't know if they're enchanted. I don't think I can do something about that. You know, you want to. If you lean over this outcropping, you can see Jupe and Ali doing it.
I don't think that's their thing. I think maybe they just want some alone time.
Now they're kind of into it.
Well, I'll go grab the berries.
Yeah, let's eat the berries while watching them.
Yeah. Also,
A
wait,
romantic
I thought they went to the room.
There's in the spring. Nah, they're over here under this tree. Yeah, pollinate that fucker.
Jesus fucking Christ.
HRHI roll for
Berries.
looking for berries.
Yeah, sure. Give me a survival or a nature check.
It sounds like he's dead.
You've given him the treasure of simply not having to DM for a session.
Yeah, I haven't talked. I've said 3 sentences in 4 hours. It's great.
13 for berry finding. Find these, Nara.
Do you have outer berries or your kobold and have inner berries?
They're like goblins. They're kind of outer berry.
Okay,
You're a little
goblin
that
stuff.
love berries and cream, aren't you?
I still haven't figured out if this is euphemism or not.
I think you managed to find some wild raspberries.
Left behind all the iffy ones I'm not sure of, but I did find some raspberries.
Oh. Don't see them around these parts a lot. Okay, keep your voice down. They startle easy. They're like deer. Sometimes the antlers get stuck in something and they try to disentangle it. But it's not antlers in this case. Usually it's a knot of some sort. That one likes to use rope. I still haven't figured out which one is the mate and which one is the breeder. They tend to switch it around. The other one is more vocal. I tend to assume it's that one.
This is the craziest second date you guys have had.
Yeah,
Watching other people do it.
Right? Truly,
how romantic.
truly, this has been a roller coaster.
Nara cast Thaumaturgy. Jupe and Alistair start hearing like careless whispers really low.
You
have thaumaturgy?
No, this is his Javeth coming
don't
out
like
to
it.
play.
Yeah.
Do you hear something? Like a song with really sad lyrics if you actually pay attention to the lyrics that people play during sexy time for some reason?
Yeah, but this like brass line sounds like it's really catchy right now, but I'm gonna hate it in about 5 minutes.
Guilty feet have got no rhythm.
I feel like we're being watched.
But it had Dolph Naras head and push it down, lower to the ground.
Yeah, but it's not just me? I thought someone was watching us too.
Just a weird
I guess
feeling.
that's what we get for fucking out in the open, probably. But
Yeah, it's worth it though. Look at all the stars.
it's very pretty.
Nara, they do this all the time. They pretend that they don't like being watched and then they fuck out in the open.
Besides, I can camouflage and you can't, so it's like it's just you out here.
You know, Nico, it's very strange. Every once in a while, even when I stop stirring this pot of risotto, it sounds like it's still being stirred.
I like that once again we have sent Sheesh to cook Social Tank.
Nico? They've been role playing for a while. I don't see the bug eyes. Though if you squint, Jupe's glasses kind of make him look like a bug. You think that's why Ali's into him? He's like some kind of shriveled larvae.
Hey!
All them wrinkles.
I'm trying to cook and I'm under fire.
Let him cook.
It doesn't label
These-
if we mix these two, the effects might magnify, so
Oh, right, I forgot we were doing potions tonight.
That silkworm, he likes to do drugs. I like to call Jupe silkworm. Now.
Why am I silkworm? Oh, right.
Sexy poop.
He's
Started so cute, and it got so much worse with each new word that you wrote.
lovely little larvae. He's sexy pupil. Hush pupil.
Jesus Christ.
You wanna go see Shisa's dinner done?
Yeah.
They
let's
they
go
do
check.
they do a lot of foreplay, so it's gonna take like 30 to 50 minutes of this, whatever this is. You can come back and check later to the good stuff. They're gonna sit there and get high for a bit and then get really horny.
Really love that we're letting Frisk dictate what we do this whole time. This is too much power. He cannot have this command.
I'm cooking bacon and mushrooms, the two things I can't run
Oh,
back
it
to
is
yell
bacon.
about.
I knew I smelled bacon. It smells so good.
He can't defend.
I can't defend. I
I
just have
can
to go with
survive
whatever
here.
he's saying, and I hate it.
So far, it's been good enough. I've just been letting it slide.
Yeah. Yep, same.
I haven't said anything wild. Not like what you said about Ellen.
Yeah, see, this is how I
That's
know that
clearly
you're a
a
better
lie.
person than I am, is I would have started making shit up that was just, like, totally off the wall.
Yeah, like, oh, all to the elbow. Holy fuck.
So anyways,
Anyway,
Thank God Drake's here.
we have
Thank God
have
there's
a
a
happy
DM
dinner.
to fix us.
I think this is where we're gonna wrap up this episode.
I gotta tell you, truly, this was a wonderful session, and I loved
Yeah,
it.
this was great.
But also,
Um,
this is the least productive session of D&D that I've ever played in my entire
Well,
life.
Well, you guys just finished. You just finished a book.
Absolutely.
And I know that one of your complaints was that a couple of the relationships evolved too quickly. So I wanted to give you guys some time
Aw.
to just expand your relationships a little bit.
Yeah, slow down.
And
Now we know
also-
it's all about bugs.
And also, I just didn't prep anything, so this was great. 'Cause I didn't know what to prep, and I still don't know what to prep because you guys haven't done anything or said what you want to do.
No,
So,
this is prep the evaluation with the White Queen and
yeah,
Yeah.
possibly the Red Queen
Then
encounter
Neverland.
if you think we're strong enough for it, and then Neverland.
let-
Yeah.
Here, let me we'll jump to the next morning briefly, just so that you guys can give some thought.
But we have honey everywhere. We can't
Um,
wash it off inside the pools.
Oh my
You guys,
God. I didn't realize it was going to glorp like that.
Hang on, I need to roll to see how well this risotto turned out.
oh yes, you do. Did you stir it enough?
Maybe.
That's a really
Yes.
good risotto.
It's quite a good risotto.
So
Is
this was
not
butter, huh?
is not too slimy. Is not too dry. Did not burn it. It's well done.
Have any
And the
ketchup?
wine, the ketchup, and the wine evaporated properly.
If Jupiter actually asks for ketchup with his risotto, I'm giving his portion to Nico.
Oh. Probably takes a small portion to see if he can taste it, and then realizes that he can't, and gracefully lets somebody else have most of it.
So you still need the nourishment. Here, let's put some dirt on it. Maybe it'll taste more.
Why are you okay? Hang on. Why are you putting dirt on everything? What is this?
It can pull out like a salt shaker. What if we murder the fuck out of this with like salt and pepper just for you? It's perfect cheese. It's just he's got a fucked up tongue. That's right. He's the problem.
Oh, I know. I'm flawless.
I know.
Can you taste this?
He's
He
not
just
a
puts-
problem. Be nice.
It's kind of a problem.
I'm okay with being
Make
a
you some
culinary
cinnamon
problem.
toast.
I'm kind of a bad boy at the kitchen.
He is.
Oh yes, you're a terrible customer. You don't appreciate anything.
I'm gonna send this back because it's not to my liking.
Oh god. Keep going.
Anyway, Drake, please carry on.
Gently. Put the knife down.
You hear a voice.
Oh.
Says, Dinah has been returned safely. No one appears to be the wiser.
That's it.
Where would you like to? If you wish to do combat, please meet me at Chalice.
At Chalice?
Or Callus, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Alice. That's the Pokemon region, right? Or am I thinking of Kalos?
It's Kalos.
okay.
Kalos.
Close enough.
And they will also specify whenever is convenient.
Yeah, I can't remember if I need to respond like right away, but I'll relay that message to everybody and respond back. That sounds good. And I don't know if we're planning on doing it like the next day or not. But
Wait, where is this place? Callus.
Callus?
I assumed it was on a map somewhere.
Oh, it's up to the northeast. I see it. And that's at
Yeah.
least a few days travel, right?
It's about a day. Like
Okay.
four squares is 25 miles on this map, so
From nowhere?
it would be pushing a day from Dinah's house.
We gotta
Okay.
go through the living flower maze.
Do we
Past the
wanna?
field of flying elements, through the living flower maze, avoiding the wood of no names until we reach Callus.
We've
Yeah.
already
If you
gone
go,
through the Wood of No Names.
Yeah, like if you cut through the Wood of No Names directly, the traveling straight through the woods is going to be tough. So I think regardless, it would be about a 2-day trek. You're better off probably heading up towards nowhere and then going through the field of flying elephants up to the Living Flower Maze and then into Callus, which is about a day and a half, 2-day trek.
It'll be short rest, right?
It gives us a little bit of time to get some mana back too, which would be really nice.
Yeah, that'll be good if we're gonna face White Queen. Probably should have some mana.
Yeah.
Can I make Jupiter some Merveille toast with extra cinnamon?
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
What is Merveille toes?
Toast.
Toast.
Oh,
French toast.
Merveille and
24. It's not quite as good as the She's made it, but probably because I put too much cinnamon.
It's fine. Too much cinnamon is what Jupe needs to actually be able to taste things.
So
I
which
can't stress enough that Jupe has a terrible sense of taste.
Right.
yeah. So which one of these tools do you use? Painters?
I have Cook's tools too.
Blacksmiths.
The
Okay.
field's just not big enough.
Oh, it's EDC.
That's why the etc. is there. It's because I just have
Etc..
every toolkit basically.
Oh, all of them. Wow.
You guys
So
want
fancy.
you guys want a cool French toast fat?
No.
What?
It's quick. The French stole it from the Romans. It was called Roman toast.
Why is it French toast though?
Okay, because when it got brought to America, French people brought it to America. So Americans called it, French toast. The toast that was brought over from France. But in France, they were calling it Roman toast.
It's fine. The Romans have been dead for a long time.
Rome
not
is
gonna
a
complain.
city that still exists to this
I know, but
day.
Romans-
The
Romans
Empire,
are
though.
Yeah. Romans have been dead for a long time though.
That's true. There are Romans that have been dead for a long time.
But I'm pretty sure the people that live in Rome are still called Romans.
Yeah, the Roman Empire is no more.
Yeah, not real Romans. The Neo-Romans. They're just people who live in Rome.
I need to change my name. It's confusing.
Anyway, plan is to meet the White Queen and Callus in 2 days. An evaluation, and if it seems like the evaluation points to us being able to intercede in the Red Queen stuff right now, we start doing that. And if not, we go to Neverland.
And what are we doing in Neverland? Trying to find a new lead to somewhere to go for a witch, or
New leads on Talon, new leads on Tankard and Chalice. Possibly leads on Cersei or information
Oh,
about
but Chalice
Cersei.
is dead.
Oh, right.
Tankard is still in Neverland.
Tankard, yes. And we kind of suspect that Talon's going to be headed that way. We might just meet her there.
Maybe we can stop her. I'm her familiar now. I hope she can feel how unhappy I am. I hope it makes her uncomfortable, whatever this is. Damn it, I can't really even go against her. There's like something preventing me or something.
But yeah, you guys can discuss and figure out if you want to just take a couple short rests or if you want to try and just long rest here before
sounds
heading up
great.
there or what. Based on what you know about the White Queen currently is they don't seem to have any sort of like fast travel options themselves, so you probably have a little bit of time before they return to their home.
Makes sense.
So yeah, up to you guys.
If we are like close to a long rest, I would benefit from it, but I think we are not. This is like our first night.
Yeah.
So just like a couple of short rests, I think would be better for more
Yeah,
or better
the
for
White Queen did say like when we're ready, but we don't really have too much time.
me. Right.
What do we have that's currently on the timer?
Medium term, me. Short term, trying to maybe beat Tail into Tankard.
I'd say at most a day or two.
Right. Like the couple of like tonight and the couple of nights that we're gonna have traveling over there feel like enough time to at least do an evaluation.
We're gonna rest on the road there too, right?
Presumably.
So one more night and then one more night during travel.
Yeah.
That sound good?
Yep.
Can I put cinnamon in this Pidgeotto? Sheesh.
The what?
Cinnamon in this Pidgeotto.
Sure.
How much is okay to put in it?
As much
Just
as you
went-
feel like, but can I suggest something else instead?
Sure.
Yeah,
I just
Jupiter
kind of
might-
want to taste the cinnamon.
Jupiter might actually taste this too. I'm gonna reach into my handy spice pouch. Pull out some like saffron.
Ooh, that looks expensive
It is.
because it's red. And in the vial.
Just a pinch, Giotto.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Can Jupiter taste saffron?
I imagine he probably
Is it
gets at
strong
least
flavor?
some of the notes. It's kind of a delicate, like medium flavor, but he probably gets some of it. Yeah, yeah.
Put a bunch of garlic powder.
Oh, that is actually quite good.
I also reach into my bag and pull out just a big bottle of Tabasco. Dump
Hell
it all
yeah.
over.
Oh, I can taste that. That's great. I love spice. I really have to insist. Please don't waste your expensive ingredients on me.
It's fine. I wanted to try it. I want to try eating gold. You got salt that's pink.
Yeah,
Why is it pink?
God made it that way.
Is there a difference aside from the color?
Because God's plan was to make everybody beautiful and unique in their own way, but people are bastards, and they took that to mean that some people are better or worse than each other just because they're differently colored.
I see.
All salt is the same. And all people are red on the inside. And in the end, we're all just dirt. Wet, wet dirt.
So flavorful, right?
Yes.
Puts a hand on Shisha's shoulder. You are a wet flavor.
Thank you, my friend.
What does saffron taste like?
I don't know off the top of my head.
Very floral. Oh my god, how do I even... Okay, no, that's not a good way to explain it. That's going to make... Every description that I'm trying to come up with is going to make it sound like Turkish Delight, which is the worst way to explain.
Right. Because Turkish Delight is really, really sweet.
Because
It's
Turkish Delight is garbage, gross, nasty nonsense.
Yeah.
It's like, God, I don't know. It's like a flower that's like very slightly tart.
Slightly tart flour?
Yeah, but like kind of earthy. Like,
I told you Earth is a seasoning.
Food Network is saying saffron has a subtle, earthy, sweet flavor with a tinge of bitterness that gives way to delicate floral and honey notes.
Yeah.
The
That.
circular flavor profile is a mix of turmeric and paprika.
Yeah, there you go. That's so much better than anything I just said.
Sheesh knew all that off the top of his head.
I think Sheesh just said
Philo,
that.
Philo did at one point too, but
Have you actually tasted like saffron Philo?
yeah, I just don't often cook with it, and
Yeah, I've never had it myself. I just know it's expensive.
that's why I don't often cook with it. But I know I tried it when I was in culinary school.
Last time I had it was high school. You know, just
High
like a
school
few
has
years ago,
saffron.
probably.
I've never had it.
Name
I'm
Drake.
gonna eat Jaeger saffron.
Definitely not
Does
like 20 years ago.
Jaeger grow saffron?
Jaeger just started growing saffron, yeah.
Can we mine it from his house?
Steal it next month.
He's gonna get shut down by Big Plant,
Big Orgo?
Big Spice. The Spice Girl that they don't mention. Who's scarier than Scary Spice, you might ask? Big Spice.
Isn't that one of the new Spice Girls?
Yeah.
They added for inclusion. I'm Big Spice. I don't know why it's Southern. They're all British. I think.
It's Texas. Everything's bigger in Texas. So
Oh,
they
yeah,
got Big
everything's
Spice
big.
from Texas.
Yeah, Big Spice is just a cowboy.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Big Spice.
Big Spice is Doug Dimmadome.
No, it's like Dolly Parton, but like fucking
Ooh.
ripped.
Damn, I pictured it.
And instead of implant titties, she just has massive pack titties.
Like this is gonna be a bit of a poll. Do you guys know the like the bodybuilder wife from Napoleon Dynamite?
Oh my
Never
god.
seen Napoleon Dynamite.
It's been such a long time.
Napoleon Dynamite is the first and only movie that I can think of that I fell asleep while watching. So I don't think I got to the bodybuilder part.
Yeah. Other movies you don't fall asleep to, but you were distracted.
Yep, true.
Sinners. Sinners.
I'm talking about Groundhog Day.
Okay, I'm
Or no, it was
Post-
Ghostbusters.
It was
Both,
Ghostbusters.
it was both of
It was
them, I
both.
think. I'm
It
pretty
was
sure you did it in both
mostly
of them.
Ghostbusters, but yeah, I think it overlapped a little.
that's basically what I imagine Big Spice to look like. In Voice for Biscuit. But she's probably got like a cowboy hat too, and more curls.
I feel like
Damn,
it's
okay.
an important and pertinent time to explain to chat that we have a channel called Voice for Biscuit because Biscuit never knows where to look when we are posting.
And he still doesn't
And he
know.
still doesn't know where to look. when
Despite
we're
us having the
posting.
channel for him.
His credit is because he's from a heathen group of people that uses the built-in chat that's associated with each voice chat. You know, the one with the terrible interface that you have to click and you can't have open at the same time as a full window screen stream. So yeah, difference in culture.
Just terrible.
Just terrible, just awful. Wait, do you need anything else from us to prep? So sidetracked. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It's been a day.
It's been a day.
You guys have been having fun, and that's all that I do this for.
Hell
is
yeah.
To make sure that you guys have
This
fun.
has been a genuinely wonderful session. It was nice to like relax for a bit and just do character development.
Yeah.
We all learned a little bit about each other. Some of it might be true.
Even if it's a
But
lie,
no,
as
I
you know
think
about
I-
that
I
Arjun.
think I have everything.
All right, wonderful.
Yay.
Thank you all for playing.
Hell yeah.
And
Thank
I'll
you for
see
putting
this
up with our shit.
next week. I can't wait to not talk to you guys for an entire week. Oh wait, I actually get to play D&D all goddamn
Right?
week.
Oh my
Yeah, we
god.
gotta play it 2 more
It's
times.
So exciting.
We got Wild Folk on Tuesday, and then we have Zeke's new campaign on Wednesday.
And then you know what Friday is?
What's that? Friday. Gotta get done on Friday.
You have to guess.
It's Friday.
It's your
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, happy birthday!
I remember.
I love turning
I have it on my
23.
phone. I was chewing a mushroom. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm going to be 23 on Friday.
Please tell me
Ooh,
that's
do we-
a lie.
are we
That's
all
not
just gonna-
true.
Are we all just going to subtract that many years from our
Okay,
age?
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Each taking 10 off? Is that how this works?
Yeah.
It's not 10. I think it's only 8.
I think you gotta
Oh,
flip those numbers around.
God.
I'm going to be 23.
You subtract age from Peck's age, he's still 30.
That's not true. Thank Christ. Thank Christ I'm not there yet, but I'm dangerously close.
To 30?
Well, to 38.
I bet you're 3 years younger than you thought you were.
No, I did that once. Last year was everybody gets one, right? Last year I thought I was 36 turning 37. And I wasn't. I was 35 turning 36. I'm like, oh shit, I get an extra year. But then this year, it really was. Honestly, I was like on top of the world for 24 hours when I realized that I was not actually turning 37, that I was just turning 36. But then,
I'm so proud
a
of
year
you.
went by and I actually turned 37. So, it has a way of catching up with you.
But by then you had a year to cope with it.
I did. I had a year to come to terms with the fact that I was about to be 37.
It's okay, Feck. You're still a baby in our eyes.
Thank you. Not in like a creepy way, though.
No, like a man-child way.
Maybe even
Like a
worse.
just real disappointing way.
It's just real disappointing. Like, oh, we gotta take care of this idiot.
So she has to feed this man or he'll starve.
True. Somebody needs to like do everything for me. Support my head.
Support his head. Make sure he doesn't choke in something when he's having his oral fixation.
They can't let me have
Burp
forks
him
near
after he
outlets.
drinks.
Make sure
you sleep
there's
on your side so you don't die in your sleep by spitting up.
make
Burp
sure
him
there's
after he
Diet
drinks too much
Coke.
Diet Coke, yeah.
Yeah, make sure there's
Boy.
Diet Coke in the house or he throws a tantrum.
I want to clarify for stream, mostly to change the subject. Zeke's new campaign is playing for the first time on Wednesday. It is not streaming immediately. We need time to do video editing, so the new episode will be up
Oh.
whenever. I don't know. It sounds like we
Yeah.
might even want to have like one or two kind of on deck before we start uploading them.
Yeah, I believe that Zeke wants to get at least 3 sessions in before we start uploading, so
Editing.
expect at the earliest probably like February, but more than likely March.
Wow, what a
will be
nightmare for
when
you
we-
guys. What a nightmare for all of you listening right now. I get to play it in like 3 days, and you guys have to wait like a month and a half even.
Wow.
Damn.
I got to play in this campaign once.
Sucks to be you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited.
So how many cats?
4.
Four?
4 out of 7.
Disgusting.
4 out of 7
It's
Oh, yeah,
cats.
patches.
disgusting, actually revolting,
Absolutely disgusting.
absolutely uncalled for.
Listen,
I can
This
never
is
play
worse-
a cat
It's
for
worse
as
than
long.
playing with normies, where it's everybody's a human.
I didn't play a cat in his last campaign. I paid my dues. I'm back to cats,
I
Good
man.
No,
for
you
you.
just played a knoll, which is a cat adjacent.
It's cat
Wow.
adjacent, but it's not a cat.
It's cat.
I played a Myconid and didn't use my ability. Not Myconid. I played a changeling and didn't use my racial the entire game.
True.
Yeah. You played a changeling
played a
and chose to
changeling
be a
and-
cat the entire time.
I
Yeah.
wanted to be a cat. Yeah.
I just assumed you were a tabaxi with a mushroom on your head.
No.
I wanted people to assume that, but I was a changeling who just never used his changeling powers because he wanted to look like a mushroom cat.
Can you guys imagine sitting down at the table to escape into the beautiful world of fantasy and not playing a cat?
Yeah, I do it all the
Yes,
time.
it's quite nice, actually.
Wild.
Frankly, the only time that I've played a cat has been fucking miserable.
What was the last? Oh, Tex.
Aw.
Damn.
It's not even the proper cat. It's just.
I went
cat-
harder on cat than anyone.
True. There's your problem. You went
That's
too.
true.
You went too
Went
deep.
too
You
far.
dived too deep.
You went too cat.
Never go full cat.
Never go
Never go
full
full
cat.
We gotta stay in the monster fucker area, which thankfully you are. With the delicious one. Really good monster fucker vibes from that one though. When can he stay like that for a minute?
Find out.
How can we unlock this true form and like solve most of the campaign's problems?
Whenever we hit level 14.